The Buyer, Faction Talk Series XM 103. I'm Big J. Okerson. That's Dan Soder.
Hold on, we're back. We're back in the flesh. Back in the flesh, right outside.
Welcome back to the best crew in comedy radio. Of course, we got our DJ Lou, Christine Marie Evans, Jacob Patat all the way down there, and Flo Rida, and our Black King, the Black Tiger, Lewis.
Jacob, question. When are you returning to New York City?
It's enough already.
Pretty soon. You know, I had tickets.
You're Lewis.
Jacob, question. When are you returning to New York City?
It's enough already.
Pretty soon. You know, I had tickets to see Letterkenny live February 11th, so I was going to come up that week, but then it got postponed.
Yeah,
but I'm going to come up anyway.
You're going to come back for Letterkenny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
Well,
yeah. Not your show, but Letterkenny. Okay.
Cool, dude.
It's chill.
Didn't know you were a Canadian file.
No. I don't know you're such a Canada file.
Didn't know you were such a Canuck file.
You know, I am.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I am with Jewish people. Oh, I love it. Oh, I just love it so much. Oh, you guys are just so specific about what you want. Oh.
Can you make that big, Lou, so I can see Jacob better? I don't think it's that.
I like Jacob's stash.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking handsome, dude.
Jacob, you are looking handsome, and for that reason, it pains me to do this. But we left on a Wednesday. It was a little tense. We brought up, DJ Lou told us to bring up how much Jacob hated the alien bit.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob said he didn't hate it that much. He wanted to do his own voice, but he was, he wasn't that upset. It wasn't that big of a deal. We're making it a thing. It's not a thing at all. That was in Nashville.
I hated it.
Huh?
No, I hated it.
Because of the voice thing.
Yeah.
You hated it. But you were saying it's not that big of a deal ultimately. But
well, I moved on.
I was hanging out in Nashville.
I moved on.
In Nashville.
Zanies. Home of Nate Bargatze. Home of Nate and Laura Bargatze.
Laura Bar came
Bar. She did?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was like, you drinking tonight, Laura? She goes, and driving. I love her.
She's the best. She's the best, dude. One of my favorite moments of Laura was we were watching the national championship, Alabama versus Texas, at Nate's house, and Alabama was starting to pull away.
This is in
Queens.
Nashville? Oh, he was here. Okay.
It was in Queens. And Alabama was starting to pull away, and we were drinking still. Joe Liston and I were still drinking, and Joe was pretty fucking banged up. And he goes, I mean, Jesus Christ, come on, Texas. Do something. I want to see this game. And Laura's like, hey, no, because she's from Alabama.
Yeah.
She goes, hey, you're not doing that. And it's the first time I've watched anyone like really put their foot down and go, hey, there's no even kind of cheering for him. And she was like, no, I want a good game. And Laura just shut it down. She's like, fuck that.
She loves Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. Got her. So she hangs out in Nashville.
She came and hung out. But Jacob, on Friday night, Jacob's nephew came out. By the way, Jacob, handsome nephew, buddy.
Josh?
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude.
You in general, you come from a good-looking family. Everyone I've met, always a handsome fella. Yourself included, Jacob. But
you got some good genetics.
But he couldn't wait to tell me as fast as anything that the moment the show was over, because he watched Jacob prepare for this routine. He said the second the show was over, he reached out to Jacob to be like, he's like, hey, man, how did it go? I put all that work into it. And he goes, he was specifically that, and quote unquote, Jay made him change the voice. So Jacob, I will say this. I mean this, and I say this with full. There's no not being facetious here when I say this. I'm extremely sorry, and I will never put fingers in your work ever again.
Don't you tinker with his dishes, dude.
I won't.
You come into his kitchen and spit in his pan?
I don't like that it made it to family.
Oh, you got to tell me what happened with Jacob. He was furious. And by the way, when you hear that through a third party,
oh yeah,
where you already know there's something tense, you're like, oh fuck, it's worse than I thought it was.
Yeah, word got back to Florida that night.
Damn, dude, all the way down.
Because he said,
I don't like to take shit.
Didn't know that was
you guys get it.
I didn't know that was a drop at first. I really did. I was like, yeah, man, all right. I like Jacob feeling himself.
It's been a wild time since we were gone. A lot of crazy shit going on in the world of comedy. I was so happy to hear, and this is an update. Nikki Glazer put the song out for Bob Saget, which...
Because that's what we do now.
By the time we got to it, even, at Legion of Skanks, the comments were already disabled on YouTube.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, once that was put out to the real world and not just like
in the
fans,
bubble? Not in the bubble?
Not in the bubble. I'm sure there were some things going on there.
I can honestly say I was away, but I was listening to Skanks while playing video games.
Was that your first hearing of the Nicki song? No, you heard that already.
I sent it to you.
You did. That's right.
Sweet Jason.
I sent it to a group.
I got tipped off on that thing the second it dropped.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot.
Comedians are going nuts. They're just going nuts. Everyone's fucking losing their shit.
There's the camaraderie's gone.
It's gone. You're not seeing each other.
Everyone's off in their world doing their own thing. She is very successful. She's going to be on NBC tonight. She's only around celebrities
and people that benefit off her.
Correct.
Bubbles.
But there's also a thing to be said. Look, when I was away from comics for months doing like the rock tours, doing comedy I came back with things.
Like, what's up, guys? We're keeping it sleazy. You're just all rock star life.
Yeah. You guys want to boot some smack? Smack.
Yeah, I wrote
this is a coke business.
Yeah. We need uppers, not downers.
Yeah. No, when what was it?
You were saying when you were when
I wasn't around comedians and I was on these rock tours. I did think, and by the way, that I stand by. They're not long-term detrimentals. They're also things you can own very much and laugh at also. The same way I said. So I came back. I had the gloves at that point. You know what I mean? Like the fingerless gloves.
Is that where you picked them up?
Yeah. The band was like, you should wear more flair on stage because you're doing like, you're a rock and roll comic. But again,
I didn't know that was your. I didn't know that was your Excalibur moment.
Yeah, they're not.
When you removed the sword from the stone.
And here's the thing: they're not wrong. They weren't wrong. However, there's a thing they'll never understand. Never understand. If you're in a band and tomorrow you started wearing like, I'm just going to wear a vest and a top hat, they go like, that's fucking rad, dude. You're doing a look.
Remember at Bonnaroo when we saw the guy in just the poncho?
Yes, exactly.
Right. The Gary Clark Jr. band?
You're right. And when you go backstage and you're a dude again, they go, why are you wearing a poncho in the middle of the summer? He goes,
you're jacked and I'm pretty sure my girlfriend wants to bang you.
He goes, it's like, yeah, I do the poncho thing on stage. Right. But you don't really have to answer for it because you're in a different kind of world. I got my nose pierced.
Yeah.
I came back with the gloves. It ate shit for months on the nose ring, years on the gloves. Now, eventually, though, you go, it's like, I like the way they look. But also, I am very well. I love it. Bobby Kelly. Jay and his stupid fucking mittens. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, sure. By the way, it's like, yes, it should be made fun of.
Fucking
It's a thing. It's a thing now.
Bobby and his factory owner speak always makes me laugh.
I love it. So, that's what I'm saying. Making fun of, like, this stuff. Because I wasn't removed long enough and deep enough that when I got back, I didn't have anything where I'm like, fuck that deal. They're making fun of me for being in my 30s and getting a nose piercing. I'm like, I laugh. I go, I know, right? It is weird. In my 30s, I go, let's get some new piercings.
Yeah, man, that's the only way to make anything yours.
But it's like,
you're so cool.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But when you accept the thing that everyone makes fun of, and you're kind of like, man, all right, I can.
The world of comedy believes that she is not going to have a sense of humor about this at all. And then I say, well, then.
Have you had people reach out to you?
Then you're going to comedy. No, but anytime, all comics have heard this for the most part.
Oh, I heard it. But I was saying I was listening to it. That was one of my favorite Legion of Skanks episodes ever.
It was wild. I'll say
Lewis came in great. Lewis had me really laughing. And then you and Josh, I didn't know what the song was going to be. And when the song hit, I was like, God damn it, that's perfect.
Well, here's what I like to do for the campers, because not all campers listen to Skanks. And vice versa. They should. So I'd like to play. I have Christine in my email that you have to the audio version. You have that that I just got today.
I think it's the one you just got today. It's the last one.
You got something hot off the press? Do you have a song about Bob Saget? This is about Louis Anderson.
Oh no! It's Bob Saget for sure. It's the same one you heard. But I'm gonna for this. What I'd like
sing a song for me.
What I'd like the people to hear first of all, because you haven't heard the Black Widow.
Sing for
you haven't heard the Nicki song yet. Jacob, I know Jacob. I listened to it with today, and DJ Lou, you said you haven't heard it at all.
I can't wait.
So we're gonna hear this. I'm gonna tell you what I'd like to do in successive order here. I'd like to play the Nikki Glaser song, short. Then I would like to play you the live from Legion of Skanks.
Do you think we're going to get more ad reads because we play the song?
Yeah, probably. We're going to be up to 9 if I had to guess. They go, is Nikki Glaser back in radio?
Flood it.
I don't even know. Don't even double check that. Just fucking, her name was being said. Oh, dude, we're going to have Mickey D's by the end of the day.
Guys, Apple's on the phone, and they mean
Whole
business.
Foods.
What if I told you Viacom, the parent company,
would like to advertise here?
Oh, my God. Oh my God!
So I'd like to play first the song she wrote, which is just borderline concerningly ridiculous. And then,
Man.
and then on Legion of Skanks, what we did was when me and Josh Adam Myers listened to this song, we're like, there's so much downtime in this song.
Josh is like the specialist in this moment.
He is.
Where they show up when they show up to his like shop, you know, and he's like singing a song. He's like,
What's up? How can I help you?
Yeah.
You know my rate. What do you want me to do?
I mean,
Want me to come in and sing a parody song?
something.
I'm with it.
Now we said on Legion of Skanks, me and Lewis were both going to make our own Bob Saget song,
which is very
which
funny.
we both did.
The Bone Thugs and Harmony was really making me laugh.
What's that?
Bob.
Oh no! When I said he should have. He goes, and I'm gonna miss Danny Tanner. And I'm gonna miss Danny Tanner.
Bob. Dude, that was making me laugh.
Bob. But we so what Josh just did when we were listening to Nikki Glaze, I was playing for him for the first time, and on the downtime, just on beat, he would just go. He goes, this song's missing something, like on this all this downtime, and he would just go on like every couple of beats. He go, I love you, Bob Saget, and we did that live on Legion of Skanks, and I'll play you that because the whole crowd joins in. It's so funny. But then then we did our song. We wrote original, which I'm going to play for you after that.
Okay.
We did it in studio.
Okay.
At Gas Digital, so you can I flubbed the words on the live one, but it's still funny. I hope.
Yeah.
But
it was fucking awesome. It was, dude. I'm telling you, that whole episode of Legion of Skanks was outside of the song too.
But we also remixed Nikki's song. We don't have that done yet, but I'm going to tell you what we did because I was making Jacob laugh so hard on the phone today. But first things first, we got to let this Nikki thing play. Do you mind? Do you care?
Play it. I've heard it.
Yeah,
it's not like I haven't heard it.
Oh,
everyone in comedy's heard it.
Two people? No, not
people
to lose.
who work in comedy.
Ooh, okay. I thought these guys did work in comedy.
No. I mean, stand-ups.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe when you guys work in comedy one day, Luz.
Do you guys do stand-up now? Does everyone do stand-up?
Probably.
Yeah.
You guys might as well.
God, jump in, dude. Everyone's getting in the pool. Oh, my God.
This is crazy.
You guys haven't heard this?
Pause it. And Lou, you have heard it. Oh, yeah. Please, don't. I want you to understand, you can't miss a word of this. Every word.
I know you're going to hear it. I want you to listen to it.
You're going to hear it. I want you to drink in the things being said. Okay, please.
Damn, dude.
And then I want to give you a preview of what the professional remix is.
I'm very excited to get into the dead song game, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Get ready for my jams. I'm going all the way back to Mike DiStefano.
Anderson, I didn't even know you were still alive.
Life with Louie.
I thought you died, that's why you stopped hosting the Family Feud.
I heard a rumor that you fucked kids and it made it weird. You're watching everything you ever did. But then you died and now I want attention.
And your secrets die with you.
Take him to the grave.
You got it, Christine?
I think this is it right here.
I like your hands on your chest, like you're aghast.
Oh! Very funny comedian who works here at the stand. Who
blah 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 blah. It's great. She's doing fine.
Something's wrong. Something's going crazy.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Double audio.
Damn, dude. Dropping that song. Is that the comic equivalent of going nude in a movie?
No, it's I use this as an example too. There was this thing that a porn star killed herself.
All right.
Because she got so much hate mail because she pulled her titties out of a George Floyd memorial. Like she took a picture with the George Floyd memorial.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And everyone's like, "How the hell could you do that?" And it's like, "What? Do the thing she does in tribute of George Floyd? Like she shows her tits for a living. Like she did it in front of a that makes more sense to me." Then that makes more sense. Why are you giving a tribute with something you don't do? A whole different art.
Yeah,
never done it. But she put up this Instagram post.
What's happening?
Sorry, I don't know. Something's fucked up.
Did the ghost of Nikki blast the board?
We could probably find that during the first break.
Yeah,
is that good?
It's a board problem. There's something going on with it.
Okay, we'll figure it out during the break, maybe. Yeah, but in that can you play the audio thing I gave you of our me and Josh Adam Myers tribute to Bob Saget?
I think so.
So you guys did it live on the. I heard it live on Legion of Skanks, and then you went in the studio
to cut it properly.
As your friend, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Because we're avoiding bubbles here. Mm-hmm. We're avoiding silos.
Sure.
Doesn't it take away the making fun of her by you guys going into the studio and doing it?
No.
Doesn't it take a little bit away from what she did? You know, like making fun of it wise?
We're making fun of her.
I know, but you guys also went into the studio and did a song for real.
That's right. That's what's ridiculous. We wrote this song in, I'm not exaggerating, 40 minutes.
I want to know how long it took her to write that song.
It doesn't matter. She means it.
Oh, I know.
I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Like, oh, parody songs are fucking...
By the way, I'm only saying that to get all your angles, dude.
Sure. Listen, if somebody goes... If somebody said you did the same thing, like, no, ours is meant and designed entirely to be funny.
Yeah.
We're guilty of Stephen Lynch-esque comedy is what we're guilty of here.
Stephen Lynch ruled.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where... And I'm not a musical comedian.
Yeah.
But like...
Joe DeRosa and I was trying to get me because I'm like, I love parody songs. And he's like, what? And I was like, I'll tell you right now, Joe, been a Weird Al Yankovic guy since I can remember.
Me too.
Love parody songs. You get a good parody song, you got me.
This is a parody, but it's a tribute to Bob Saget, and now also Nikki Glaser herself.
Yeah, it's a tribute.
A living tribute to her.
It's a tribute to her.
A tribute. It's exactly
a tribute to her.
It's a tribute to her tribute. Do you have it, Christine?
Do you tell the sky not to yell?
No, I don't.
Sky, don't yell at my friends. They're going through a lot.
So I now present to you the Bonfire premiere. Luz, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't believe neither one of the Luz. Jacob, have you heard it?
No.
I did. I mean, my favorite line was...
No. He hasn't. He hasn't. No, Jacob didn't hear the...
I was asking Jacob if you heard Jay and Josh's.
Jacob!
You haven't heard it?
No, I haven't.
Okay. I didn't. Yeah, I thought you were going to say a line from the song. I was like, you can't do that.
No, he wanted this
No,
fresh.
from the one we just heard.
Am I the only one here that supports Legion of Skanks besides Christine?
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Just saying. I'm not just a guest. I'm also
everyone's got a busy life. No one knew this gem was.
I was playing 2 hours. I was playing 2 or 3 hours of Friday the 13th, and just listening to you guys. I was running from Jason, and I was listening to you guys be hilarious.
That's a good way to really occupy your mind when Jason's coming after you.
Dude, it's great. That game's so fun.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Let it play and play it through the end because we have a little reprise at the end of it.
Ooh, I like a reprise.
There's a little reprise.
Oh, it would be awesome if the family played this. If Bob Saget's family played this song, not Nikki's.
Well, the wife already put out a thing like he loved you so much, and on her when she posted her song.
Yeah, dude, that's the new death dance of social media. That's how we do our new death dances.
So
sing a song for me.
Sing for me.
Sing for me.
Dude, Howard Stern was great. He was like, "Hey, Nikki, if you have these feelings for me, can you write the song now?" Because the only person who would like this song died.
That's very funny. It's very funny.
This is I don't know. Patrice died.
Yeah.
And there's no inner policing of comedy.
I'm telling you what it is, man. It's social media allows you to be in your own bubble, and all you hear is the people that like it, and so no one's gonna rock the boat, you know? It's like everyone's like, yes, that's incredible. Because
it's become LA. That was LA's thing. When Kevin Hart first moved to LA, his explanation to me the difference was in New York, basically he said it polices itself. He used me. He goes, Jay, if you started wearing a half top on stage in New York, immediately when you walk in, people are like, what the fuck are you doing? You're wearing a half top and just shit on you. And he goes, in LA, everyone's such a climber that they're gonna go, oh, dude, that's fucking that's a great idea, man. You should wear a half, because they're either I was behind your idea that goes huge, or if it fucking failed, you're not the person who you're not their enemy who told them not to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just or if it fucks up for them, they're out of your way.
But so now that's just
that guy was a funny guy he wore a half top and then no one cared about him anymore. So, great, out of my way.
Are you saying that the LA kind of attitude is now national? It's gone global.
I can't see. I couldn't. Why did Schumer find her friends come here? The guy she's on tour with go to the Post. Don't do this.
Christine, go to the Post because I want to see who we follow, who we're friends with that liked the Post.
Oh yeah, and to do me a favor, Christine. Also bring up my Instagram also, and then block the people who do this. The people that are crossover, block them, please.
Oh, that like you?
That we know that liked it.
Oh, I want to hold them. I want to ask them.
Yeah,
I want to
You liked it, huh?
If we're friends enough with them, I would like to call them on the show.
I'll call them right now.
That's what I mean.
Immediately.
I want to call and be like, "Hey, do you like that song?"
Yeah.
Do you really like that song? Explain to me.
Dude, that was. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? We had the KFC the Barstool Sports guys.
Yeah, KFC and Feidelberg. Feidelberg rules.
They were great. But
So
I was
is
saying, they had them
KFC.
on when they both tried to say something like objectively nice about it, and I told them both to take a lap.
The song is good.
Did you hear that? When he was like,
Yeah.
actually, the Feidelberg was like, actually, I mean, I gotta say honestly, her voice like isn't as bad. It's not that bad at all. And I was like, Feidelberg, I know we just met today. Take a lap, dude.
Pete
I need
Lee-
to take a lap and come back in and rethink about what you said.
Pete
Take
Lee,
a lap.
Pete Lee said beautiful. We're not close enough with him.
Oh my fuck!
Real Jeff Ross said awesome.
Pete Lee, you're lucky I can't find your gun and shoot you with it for writing that. Now I know where you hide it.
Oh, dude! Shout out to Andrew H655.
Jeff Ross.
On Jeff Ross wrote awesomeness, and Andrew H655 on Instagram wrote
No,
it's
it's not.
and
You
you
know
know it. It got more likes than fucking Jeff Ross's post. No, it's not. No, it's not.
5
dude.
likes versus 48 likes.
Dude, I mean, it is. It's all a bubble.
Okay. Listen.
No, but Christine, can you go to see who liked the post? Not who commented.
Yeah.
But who liked it. Can you see the views? Click on the views. And it should show you.
Click on the likes. Will it not show you?
It's not showing it. And you're going to have to like it, and you can't like it. So.
Christine liked it.
Can you let me in? All right, hold on.
Christine-
I'm up over the firewall. And you know what, guys? Yep, I'm running
I'm
it. And I got it.
Hang on. Well, I do want to read some more of these because these are okay. Is that the girl who's on tour with her?
Yeah.
This song hits me right in the heart every time. Thank you for taking this leap. It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there. It sure does. But it's so worth it. Not ain't. Your voice is pure and real. And Bob would be touched if he could hear this. Maybe he can. So beautiful. Look at all those check marks, though, too.
Check marks show up to compliment.
Nikki, you're such a bright light. And what a voice. You turned pain into art. Sorry for your hurt. I mean, this is just...
Man, people just say the words and have zero meaning behind it. They don't mean any of this. You know what I mean? You know what? Let's start doing that around here. Lou, I love this combination of your Pearl Jam Mets hat. Is that going to be like a new thing on Mondays? You
Yeah.
look fucking sick, dude. You look so awesome.
Dude, Dirty Blue and Black is the new couture.
Everyone says that, and I fucking love it. Christine, that big red jacket better be on every goddamn
This is
day.
great.
You're a fucking queen,
Someone
and you've
wrote-
never been wrong.
Someone wrote...
We got him. Thank you, sir.
The likes?
Oh, yeah. Mark Norman. He likes everything. He is a robot. Literally, I've watched him just go down his feet. He just likes every single
So?
Yeah. Jeff Ross. Karen Feehan.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
Get Karen Feehan on the phone.
Get on the horn, because I just saw her this weekend. She said it was terrible.
Yeah, so Karen, what is it? And bring her on the radio. Because if you're going to fucking pull this shit, we're going to fucking come after you.
Son of a bitch.
Mike Feeney.
Get him.
Get him on the phone. Mike Feeney and Karen Feehan.
Christine, get him on the fucking horn. I want these people on the show today.
And honestly, that's really it.
Is that really it?
That really is it, dude.
Yeah. Wait for our guest, Ari Shafir, to come in before we take these people to task
my
also.
God. Yeah, I didn't know you were going to bring in the fucking Joker. You want to know?
It's Bob Saget. Uncle Joey is still alive. How's that?
Damn, dude.
I made Jay promise that he would do a song for Jacob if I die unexpectedly.
100%.
You know what's funny? That's what I asked Shane to do a Screamo song. I said, will you do a song? And you go, hell yeah, dude, I'll do a Screamo song.
Fuck yeah. Not me. I'm doing this exact kind of song like this for Jacob. I want it to be so weirdly emotional.
Oh, I'm going to take it.
Sometimes I miss your little beard.
I would, yeah.
I miss your mom's room in your wacky Florida house. I miss the
I think you need to corner the market.
Love Star Girl.
He's flying up in the air with Airwolf. He's afraid. He's not afraid to fly.
CW lost all the ratings now.
You can listen to your neighbors bang in heaven while you're hanging out with Bob Saget.
Decorate your cloud with Titanic remnants.
Maybe even interview the captain.
You're so beautiful that St. Peter probably let you bring your Nazi book.
Watching down on Joey Logano, who's gonna join you in 3 months because he's in a dangerous sport.
In a fiery blaze when he made the third turn at Daytona.
Just like Senior. Man, I was driving back.
Just like Dale Senior.
While we get these people on the phone, Karen Feehan's first. I was driving back. We were driving back from the weekend, or the week away, and there was a lady in a giant SUV. Dude, if you have bumper stickers, you're a fucking dork. You're just a dork. And this lady had bumper stickers that were like, first off, the funniest one, Salt Life, which I actually do like. When I see that, I'm like, all right, these people are just openly honest that they're alcoholics, just living that Salt Life. Mm-hmm. But then she had a bumper sticker that said, just a proud American mom raising lions, not sheep. And immediately I was like, dude, we got to take a look at this lady. And she was in a big SUV, and we were in just like a little shitty rental car that we rented, like one of those little tiny Nissans. And I was like, get up to the side. And we were like driving to the side, and the lady looked exactly
like you thought.
Oh, like wraparound Oakleys, 4 chins,
fucking vaccines for fag shirt.
Oh yeah, dude. She's like, fucking Fauci's out. You can suck a dick. I don't fucking wear a mask. Dude, Jeffrey Asmus, who's going to be opening for me in Minneapolis, just has this line that you would fucking love to death in his joke, where he's like talking about mask people, and he's like, oh yeah, people, nylon bothers you? Good luck with modern pussy. He goes, good luck with thick modern pussy. I was like, I gotta tell Jay that line. It's so fucking
modern.
I'm probably even fucking it up, but if you see me in Minneapolis, Jeffrey will be with me. It's fucking very funny.
Can definitely feel Taylor in your singing.
Oh my god! Mm-hmm. Should I just do Queens of the Stone Age parodies?
I mean, first of all, you may have a bad. I think both our guys are just.
Is he got worth with Tommy?
I saw another thing. Someone showed me another thing. I don't think this is worth. Do you know his daughter? Like tried to file a restraining order against him. His daughter.
Yeah, I saw that, and then someone hit me with another article that said that that's the mom making him look bad in court for custody.
Sure.
So
maybe
I'm hoping as my favorite.
But your daughter wanting?
I don't know, dude.
I think it's like listen.
If he turns out to be a Gary, what a beautiful ending to this whole trial.
Marilyn Manson. Now they're saying a video that I loved. Heart-shaped glasses. Good video, and which on YouTube they've now cut out the beginning of the video. You can only get it on other websites because it's Evan Rachel Wood in the beginning, and they're fucking to the tune of a different song before the video kicks in.
Sure.
And she is now in part of that documentary. It's going to come out. So she says flat out that he was raping her there. He got her all banged up on absinthe, and said they were going to do like a simulated sex scene. And then he just while they were doing it, he just started fucking her in front of the crew. And she's like, "He raped me on camera."
Raping on absinthe, dude.
I like to just think she's a lying piece of shit, but she's probably telling the truth about everything.
You saw me try to do that with his daughter. I threw a girl under the bus. I go, she's a puppet.
Look, I want to believe she's just some whorebag slut who wanted it and fucking piece of shit garbage liar. God. However, she's probably completely telling the truth.
We're gonna have to. I mean, that's probably going to be a whole.
This all adds up.
This is probably going to be a whole Lost Tapes when that documentary drops.
Oh my god, 2 parts.
Yeah, 2-parter.
Yeah, it ain't gonna look good for him.
No. What's up, Black Lou?
You got Mike Feeney on line 1.
Okay.
All right.
Mike Feeney calling into the bonfire. Feeney, you there?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Mike Feeney from the Here's the Scenario podcast. He does with Brendan Saglow. Hilarious comedian. All around great guy.
Love him. We played Ghosts of Tsushima together. We had dominated the dead several times in that game.
I'll argue not only hilarious.
I miss those days.
I'll tell you not only hilarious, but one of the finest side parts in comedy history, I'd say.
Insane. 20s piano player side part.
I mean, it's perfect.
Guy can play off anybody. Now, Feeney, why we are bringing you onto the show today is because we would like to know why you liked Nikki Glazer's post about her song.
I mean, getting a text from Christine to just say to call in with no context.
Yeah.
I knew I was walking into something.
Yeah, dude, you're Pesci and Goodfellas. What do you think? You think we're gonna make a guy that? You think we're gonna make a guy that fucking took out a Mark Man?
You fucking Mick.
You know, you got Irish blood in you. Get the fuck out.
I asked her for context, and she didn't write back.
She's a good producer. Because she's a goddamn good producer.
Good job, Christine.
Son of a bitch.
Why did you like it? Did you feel like you needed to?
No, I mean, did I needed to? No, I mean, listen, we've talked about this. You know, I also feel like,
you know why? Because I texted him when I saw you liked it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I got this idea because I was so fired up. I'm like, who the fuck's liking this bullshit? And I saw Feeney, and I texted Feeney. I was like, why the fuck are you liking that post? What's up? What's wrong? And he goes, well, I'll let him say it.
Well, here's my thing. I feel like the more that comedians try to do things like earnest attempts at music, like Brendan Sagalow, for instance, is doing rapping on our Patreon and stuff like that, the more...
Wait. Like, for real?
Dude, first off, I'll tell you, Mike Feeney will survive a zombie apocalypse because he just learned how to shoot his fatter friend in the leg.
Yeah, that was great.
And let us eat him. Because he absolutely just clipped him in the knee and was like, all right,
look,
fucking
guys,
feast on this fatso.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy things going on in the world. Brendan Sagalow, for instance, is trying to embark on a rap career.
He goes, why did I like me? You guys are supposed to Brendan Sagalow's rapping.
Because look, there's a lot of nutty stuff going on. I think Dave Smith's been having sex with guys. So
I got videotapes of bum fights in my phone, and I'm self-producing bum fights.
I think Finance is getting into bum fight production. So look, there's a lot of people doing a lot of different things.
Yeah, Monroe Martin's fighting chickens down on the Lower East Side.
Everyone's got an adventure. Okay, so I'm sorry, we cut you. When someone makes an earnest attempt, like Sagalow, which we will get back to.
Yeah.
Which we will get to.
Yeah, Sagalow's a rapper now. But to me, what I love is fully endorsing all attempts at anything other than comedy, because there's a moment in a day that comedians have that thing where they go, I don't know, this is the right dream for me. Maybe I should have done this, and then they go, well, maybe because I'm a comedian and I've got some popularity, I'll just put this out as a feeler and see what people think of my music, and then they gain confidence, they put out more stuff, and then before you know it, they've lost all sense of self.
Feeney, I don't follow your argument. I don't follow your logic,
saying,
and I'm also saying, wouldn't that be a bad thing to like it? Because then you're saying
no. He's saying it was nefarious. The reasons he liked it to get her to continue to make other shitty songs.
Oh, you were goading.
I'm a big... listen, I texted you... Don't act like this is I texted you my whole fucking thing.
I know, I want you to explain it to Jay. Because if I just say you're an agent of chaos, it sounds like I'm trying to cover for you.
Well, I was going to say, sometimes you like to just watch the world burn.
Yeah, that's exactly...
Okay.
And in Feeney's defense, that's exactly what he texted me.
I will, Feeney,
you're off the hook.
I'm willing to accept that.
And also, way to kick Sagalow under the bus. For Christ, the guy's already got a 4-inch pecker, and you're going to fucking do this?
Oh, great. Now I got to join their Patreon.
Here's what I'm saying.
Don't say he's good. Don't say he's good, or we will never fight fucking dead zombies together as samurais.
Come on.
I'll give you the Patreon link, and you.
Yes. Yes.
He goes on Jim and Sam and raps for them and stuff. So I don't know if this is repeating now.
They're like,
serious,
but they're
make fun of him.
They're making fun of him.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that yet.
I get it. I got it. All right, it's clicking in now. I can I see what
If
shade.
you could please send Christine that link, it would be greatly appreciated.
Also, Feeney, just real quick advice: where the world's going right now, keep them close, because you could turn him into a mass shooter.
Yeah.
Those guys find out they're laughing behind their they find out you're laughing behind their backs, and they're going to come in fucking ready to go.
Yeah, don't laugh behind backs or blacks while you're at it.
Yeah.
Please send it to Christine. Ari's coming in here in 15 minutes. We have to.
Feehan better be on the phone. I want Ari.
Yeah, Feehan's the other person. We're
you know what, Feeney? You got off light, dude. You're out of here because you had a great answer. You had a great answer.
Well, good.
Jeff Ross, his liking of it, I saw coming a mile away. By the way, just to let you know, make us laugh. Jeff Ross wrote "awesomeness" as a comment on her thing, and it got 5 likes. And underneath it, just a person wrote,
just a guy.
"No, it's not," and he goes, "No, it's not," and you know it, and that got 48 likes.
Awesome sauce.
Wait, did she ever? I might have missed it. Did she ever respond to the Legion of Skanks?
No.
And also, here's the thing: even retroactively, had I not liked it initially, I would have gone back and liked it now because it inspired the Legion of Skanks songs, which are, some would say, some of your best work.
It was pretty wild. Yeah, Lewis,
I put it up to the top 5 episode. As a fan of Legion of Skanks, I put it in the top 5 up there with Lewis's poem.
Yeah, dude. Lewis song, by the way, did an amazing song to the tune of "Tears in Heaven," talking about how Bob Saget came to Skankfest this year.
Yeah.
And didn't know at any point that it was Lewis's festival, didn't know who Lewis was, and almost seemed confused that Lewis was in the green room, with him at all. And just all I remember is just the way Lewis just closed it out. He goes, "'Cause I know I won't be ignored." down at Skankfest. It was really funny. Lewis was great.
Yeah, weirdly enough, he had those lyrics written before you guys made the song.
Yeah, he was just upset before Bob Saget died.
Lewis goes, I actually thought it was going to be James going through a window. So I wrote this down.
Feeney, you're off the hook.
Get out
I
of here,
believe you.
Feeney.
I believe you. I completely believe you. And maybe because I want to believe you.
Yeah.
But I'm choosing to believe you.
Go listen to his podcast. Feeney, get into Friday the 13th. That's the game we're going to start playing.
I'm in.
All right, download it.
All right.
And we'll go hide from Jason.
Check out Here's the Scenario podcast. Mike Feeney and Brendan Sagalow. Hip-hop artist Brendan Sagalow.
Yeah, dude.
Turns out he's funny, too.
MC Sags.
MC Sags.
Let's take
His
our
name is Dag Daddy the God.
Really?
Fuck him. Are you serious?
I'm going to call him...
God. I'll send Christina the link.
Send Christina
I
the
want to
link,
call him
please.
NBA Blonde Boy.
That's great.
I don't know. Everyone's NBA now.
NBA. I want to call him ASAP Tiny Dick.
ASAP 4-inch?
ASAP. What is ASAP? What? Why am I- ASAP.
ASAP. Yeah.
I've always said that wrong.
ASAP
I say
Sags?
So many words wrong.
It's okay.
I speak so incorrectly.
Should we take a break? Thank you so much, Feeney, for calling. And hopefully we'll get Karen
boy.
Feehan on. We'll get hopefully the Nicki remix from Legion of the Skanks when we come back. So many things going on, everybody.
We were cracking jokes and then laughing. You got Jimmy Jones because everything was closed. You were going to your hotel to jerk off.
I remember you hit on me and tried to fuck me, but I said no, so we just said we're friends. I was just excited that you were a famous guy.
Let's go.
Oy, oy, oy. I can't turn it off on this part.
I say, Sky,
Don't hurt the people I love. Seriously, Sky, don't hurt it.
put him down, put him down.
Hurt the people I love.
And why is rain hard sometimes? That hurts. And what's up with tornadoes, Sky? Knock it off.
I love you, Bob Saget.
You're just telling the Sky all the things it needs to stop.
He goes, why are you just looking up and talking? I don't know.
I'm telling the Sky to stop blizzarding because it might hurt somebody.
She kept it non-denominational, too.
Yeah, she
I
goes,
speak to the sky. To whatever God.
God damn it, I would have so much respect if she was militarized. She's like, I look to Allah and I say, rid the earth with the infidels.
Or if she's, I have asked King Jesus Christ to spare your Jewish soul.
Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and
I ask the
specifically
one true
Baptist.
Lord Jesus Christ to forgive you for your weird paganism.
It would make more sense if she was like, and I ask L. Ron Hubbard to let your thetan go. And I go, all right, she's Scientologist. That makes sense.
I know your thetans are floating around a volcano in Hawaii somewhere.
I just reached clear, and I was trying to go for more.
My EMF thing is those little metal poles are flying all over the
I was
place.
doing a read, and it was pinning, and I said, I'm thinking about you, L. Ron.
They ask me some really basic questions like, are you ever sad or happy or any emotion at all?
I want to take this song and then just do cult leaders. David Koresh, you had your 7 scrolls.
We were cracking up.
Now 2 old friends. Wow, damn, that sucks shit. All right.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. It's the bonfire.
In a word, a triumph.
This massage or message is brought to you by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Everybody, come on. These times when are absolutely crazy. I'm so freaked out. I have acid reflux, apparently.
That's pretty crazy.
I'm feeling a bit off. My relationships are suffering. This is a sign that I should talk to somebody, and I do. Online therapy does help, everyone. BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's not self-help. This is professional therapy done securely. All you have to do is fill out a questionnaire. You know how much we love questionnaires over here.
Love questionnaires.
Which will help BetterHelp assess your needs and match you with your professional licensed therapist. Man, questionnaires for mental stuff is the word. That and first trip to a new doctor's office questionnaires make me feel terrible.
Yeah.
Like, he goes, you have any history of heart disease? Like, probably.
Yeah, all my family died.
Yeah, he goes, you're not having any symptoms right now where, like, you're feeling blindness in one eye. Like, yeah, there it is. There's that blindness. Well, hopefully you don't have those kind of problems. You start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. It is a very quick turnover time for online therapy. And you can schedule secure weekly video, phone, or even live chat appointments. Therapists have a broad range of expertise, and they may not be locally available in your area for in-person. So you can get a specialist for your particular kind of, wherever you're at. Log into your account anytime to send a message to your therapist. BetterHelp is committed to great matches. This is an important thing to me, too. Very easy and free to change therapists if needed. That's everyone's fear always. So most people stay with a therapist they don't like.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to, go through the whole ordeal and money and all that shit. So, money and all that stuff. Sorry.
Good job, though, dude.
I've been talking to them about my cursing problems. It's more convenient and more affordable than in-person therapy, and financial aid is available. Our listeners get 10% off. What? 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/crackle. That's better. Did you turn the music off so my curse didn't matter?
No, I just ran out.
10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/crackle. That's how you know we sent you. That's BetterHelp.com/crackle. Actually, don't tell them we sent you. Tell them you heard about them on us.
Yeah.
Why am I here? The bonfire.
Another one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This year, Valentine's Day gifts are as easy as a kiss. Keep it simple, soft, with new loungewear, pajamas, and underwear from Tommy John. When you and your favorite person are wearing Tommy John, you're that much more comfortable and ready to do stuff. Fun stuff. So you can do everything better. That's why Tommy John doesn't have customers. They have fanatics. Bloodthirsty, sword-carrying fanatics.
Oh, good. So I have an online therapy they could use.
Good. 98% of all men and women love Valentine's Day gifts from Tommy John.
Who's the 2% that's holding out?
Well, I hate to say it. I was going to say the name, but let's just say they like fruits. Of wombs. Ooh. Tommy John loungewear makes
enjoy grapes on your underwear, you idiot.
Yeah, cool. Way to rip it when you try to scratch your butthole once.
Why was the grapes in the commercial a black guy? Never liked that.
Never liked it either.
Never liked it.
Didn't like that the yellow Power Ranger was Asian.
Yeah.
What is that?
A little on the nose,
What are you guys doing, huh?
Wake up.
Yeah. And then wake up and put on some Tommy John with soft tri-blend and micromodal fabrics, 4-way stretch. You're going to feel the love all year long.
And if you're Asian, you can wear any color of Tommy John you want.
Pick your favorite color. We ain't going to judge. Let them do the same for you. Let them judge your Valentine's. I don't know why you picked that sentence. But it's comfortable. There's no risk. Every gift is backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear. It's free guarantee. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/bonfire. Go to TommyJohn.com/bonfire for 20% off. TommyJohn.com/bonfire. See site for details. Here it is. Legion Skanks President shirt. We just played Lewis's.
Not supposed to wear it anymore.
We played Lewis's Bob Saget tribute song because we listened to Jay's. We played Nicky's first, obviously.
The funny thing about, I haven't heard Lewis's yet, but Jay and Lewis both do desire to be rock stars.
Yeah.
So
totally.
this was their chance to really let it shine.
I said this. Josh Adam Myers is like a specialty pitcher.
Yeah.
He's like a guy you bring in the fifth where you're like, this is exactly the situation we need.
Josh came with the heat.
You got 2 men on and 1 out?
Well,
let's do this.
Calling the heat. Wow.
We looked up Nicky's post.
Okay.
And we looked at who liked it that we follow.
Call them all out.
Yeah, so we did. So
Mike Feeney's already called in today.
Mike Feeney. Yeah, Mike Feeney called in.
I believe him. I believe him.
He said that he likes to watch the world burn, and he just liked it, hoping that she would do more of these songs.
Great answer.
Great answer.
We're waiting. Is there anyone else who's going to give the answer? Like, I just hit like on everything to get people.
Norman.
That's why we're not wasting our time.
We didn't waste our time with Norman.
Yeah.
Karen Feehan. We're waiting to get a hold of.
Oh, she's got some explaining to do.
Yeah, she's got some explaining to do.
Yeah. Because some of these people, you can see them go both ways.
Yeah.
But with Karen, it's like, no. I know you better than
Well,
this.
look at the thing. Jeff Ross right away.
Sure,
He
he
wrote
had no
underneath
choice.
awesomeness.
Yeah.
He wrote under and someone else, but like,
Yeah, dude.
that I saw coming.
Dude, one time somebody wrote like a big blog about me, shitting on me, a comic, and then some other comic like said like great job, or whatever, and then Rogan asked him later, he was like, why'd you think I was a great job? It was Ben Glebe, and he goes, I didn't even read it, I just.
Yeah,
she wrote something, so I figured she'd weigh in.
I've done that.
That's fair.
I've done that in life.
Yeah.
I've done that a lot with specials.
Oh yeah.
Hey, great job.
Dude,
A fucking out of the park home run, everybody.
So I got what I was.
What's your favorite bit?
So many.
The one in the middle got me hard.
Back when Cabin was like a really popular show.
Yeah.
Back when Cabin was really, really popular, and I was getting fucking hammered.
So what Rebecca said was on next week.
Every Thursday I was getting hammered. Nick Vatterott had a Comedy Central Presents, and I love Nick Vatterott.
Love Nick.
But I didn't really know him, and I was at Cabin. This is like 2012, and I'm fucking hammered. 2010 even, and I'm like, dude, love the special, and he's like, it's out in 3 weeks, and I go,
No, but I've watched you work it out.
I love that.
I just walked away.
I watched you work it out.
I was like, fuck.
Hey, when I go to the program, can you remind me about this? So I can just clear it with you.
I
watched you work it out. It's a great idea.
I got a fourth step that I'm going to hit you with soon.
No, I know this stuff. It worked out.
It's out in 3 weeks. Damn, that's right in your face.
Right there.
I almost paused because I was on radio again. Before I said fucking face.
No, totally
I forgot
fine.
for a second.
It's totally fine. It's been a week for us. I just cursed in a commercial. You can't do that either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was positive.
I only curse in my commercials.
That's the only time.
I once said it's only for people under 21, and I go, if you're under 20, kill yourselves.
Yeah.
You have nothing to do with me.
Did moving from LA to New York get rid of most of you seeing people doing that kind of bullshit, like grandstanding and?
Why is no one policing? It's us only, and then I feel like I don't want to be like the person who's just like soul crushing.
I talked to one of the roast battle comics. At
Unified.
A Houston comic. He said, I was like, how's the scene here? I always talk to people about the scenes, and he goes, it's okay, but it could be better because the older comics are no longer shitting on the younger comics, so we're not developing well enough. He goes, we need that, but in this day and age, if you shit on a younger comic, you run the risk of somebody going online and be like, this guy was mean, using his power.
Yeah,
so
but have you ever seen...
People are like, man, I'm not going to do it. So the Patrices of the world are gone. They're the ones who are going to be like, no, come take your abuse for what you just did.
Right.
Bobby Kelly took me on this show to Comedy Court for an overly serious commercial I did. For no reason was it overly serious.
Oh, yeah.
And I threw myself at the mercy of the court. I was wrong.
I remember that.
I was wrong.
God damn, I remember finding those commercials. That was at the beginning of the pandemic, and we're like, the LA guys all did
Joe Coy's dominated.
crazy.
Yours was so crazy because we know you. That's why. Ultimately, at the end of the day, if it was no one,
I didn't cry at least, but how are you going to say at least I didn't cry? I'm a comedian. Why would that even be on the table?
Yeah.
It was the closest I felt to seeing a teacher in Playboy.
Yeah.
What?
Whoa!
It was one day's notice. I went out there. I was like, okay, cool. I'll make a toast or whatever. And then, but Bobby's like, but why wouldn't you have been funny during that? And I'm like, fuck.
God damn it, Bobby.
He goes, no, I get the
Dude,
toast.
could you imagine them trying to do a Sam Adams commercial with the Tough Crowd crew? How many broken bottles and them slapping it out of each other's hands? You're like, shut up, stupid.
I think you could have taken a shot at making a funny song. Like, I miss Bob Saget.
I would even say
Who
there's
made the mural?
I would even say
The mosaic?
The mosaic, yeah, because that hasn't been covered, I don't think.
That's a very good point. Who did your album work?
Yeah,
Who did your album
let
work?
me just stop. Nikki, I love you, man. What the fuck was this?
That's what I'm wondering, where if that does or does not exist in her life. And also, Nikki can rebound this by being like, guys, whatever. I wrote a song. It was dumb. I'm
No,
gonna
I put it out quick to make sure to be on the fucking heat of the Bob Saget death. I mean, I remember Beck, singer-songwriter Beck.
Yes.
Wrote an album about his breakup with Winona Ryder. He said he couldn't even begin writing it for about a year after the breakup because it was too close. But in the tears of grief, Nikki was able to put pen to paper
and get it out.
quickly get it out.
I think it's always the second
Produced
person.
and out a day and a half later.
A lot of people like to break the mold, but you don't realize
You suck.
the second person that comes out with whoever does the death song next.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Whitney Cummings with Louis Anderson.
Oh, maybe.
I was waiting.
Do you think, or maybe Zach would do it, but Zach would just be funny.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
He never looked at my boobs.
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at boys.
Whitney's like, once I got a boob job, I no longer look like a chest of a boy.
I want to know who's going to do the next fucking.
And will Nikki be like, hey, that's my shit. What the fuck are you doing?
That's what I wonder.
Is there an album coming from Nikki?
Well,
Of other deaths.
Here's the thing: not other deaths,
deaths.
but there's
Covering death.
Yeah.
apparently that's what she was doing. She was already recording music, which is nutty.
She's multi-directional. She's a triple threat.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
dude, Jay, you're going to shit on me for. I'm going on the road with an orchestra playing the cello.
Oh,
That's
really?
true.
I didn't know about that.
Dude,
Oh yeah. You didn't know that? Yeah, I've been doing comedy with the Philharmonic lately.
Remember in The Simpsons when they got Insane in the Brain? Who was that?
Cypress Hill?
Cypress Hill. I was like, did somebody order the London Philharmonic to back you up? Insane in the Brain, I'm looking at you possibly while high. No, like, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, she was recording a bunch of songs.
Pete Lee. Beautiful. Well, he has no choice. He can't fucking cross her.
Why?
Fucking another 12 years a slave.
Oh, they used to date, right?
I don't know.
They hooked up.
I thought they did. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then a lot of fucking not talking.
And then you got it. So now he's got to be like, hey, man,
Holy shit.
wow, that is good
I
stuff.
played this at the gym. It got me through my workout.
Whoa.
I mean, it's almost like, hey man, my friend his son just drowned. Would you mind not rocking the boat? That's what he's doing.
I wouldn't listen. I'm not saying on a smaller call Dan level if she dedicated a special and was like, Bob said, okay. I mean, I would. Oh, I guess I didn't
Dedicated to Bob Saget.
Didn't know they were. I didn't know they were that close. But okay, there's people. I have a thing at the end of my Comedy Central one that's Patrice, and it's like it goes so fast, which is hilarious. That wasn't my choice. They just flick it like right by the screen. I'm like, all right. But either way, my point was, I can see somebody going like, were they even close at all? I'm like, yeah, we were, but it wasn't like
that.
Yeah, it wasn't like a very.
Also,
so I get that, but that's not what. It's like, she goes, oh, I'm going to really come out of genre here, entertainment genre, and do something I don't normally do.
But so quick. Like you're gonna write a serious song. Like who's the best comedian turned song of all time? I know who it is.
Childish Gambino.
Yes.
He's no longer even a comedian. He's stopped being a comedian completely.
Sure. Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Everything. Okay.
But he was better at music than comedy.
Yeah.
Always.
But you're right.
What's your answer, Ari?
It was Party All the Time.
Oh, Eddie Murphy.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but a legit hit song.
Breaking
a legit hit song. He didn't like, let me get this out quick before the party's over.
Yeah.
He really took some time and made a great song.
But do you know how also work with Rick James and stuff?
Rick James wrote it.
James wrote it, yeah. So now you got to go all the way down. It's like now you're talking about an original comedy song that hit. Asshole by Dennis Leary was relatively big.
Hanukkah song. Oh, no.
Hanukkah song was
huge.
one of the biggest, yeah. Seasonal too.
But there's nothing funny. It would make more sense if Nikki made the mosaic picture of Bob Saget. I would have appreciated more.
Yeah, like I'm trying some arts and crafts.
Yeah. I'm Bob Saget. I want to make a cool picture of him.
Do you do tiling? That's fucking great.
I wonder if this, by the way, was a mosaic or just through an app. An app. Turn any picture into a mosaic.
It's an app. Now that you say it, that's exactly what it is. You can do this on your phone.
Can you look up a mosaic app?
I don't think you need that. I bet this is on your regular just phone. Like it's probably a thing on your camera.
But then Monday happened and this song materialized and I'm proud of it. So yeah, but that means then all right. Okay, I got a question. Because this has really been bothering me. Who's the ghost?
Here's the other thing.
Yeah. Who is the ghost?
Who's the ghost?
No. What? Trish,
back down.
Back down.
My mom's got her proton pack. She's about to fuck shit up.
Oh, shit.
Here's the other thing. I never read the actual post. I was recording a bunch of songs last week that my friend Matt Ponda wrote for me. So you're not even like songwriting. You're just, what is the point of doing this?
To have an album?
I think it's just a sick...
Just hawk merch? Just a hawk more merch. Just to sell shit?
The random social media addiction. Like, gotta have a response immediately on all things. I can't take a year to write a good song.
No, you're missing my thing.
Who's the ghost?
Who's the ghost? Who's the sky?
Sorry
Is
to
the
ask
sky
so
gone?
much from a stranger. I get that. That might be God.
Sorry to ask so much from a ghost.
Who's the ghost?
Him?
Saget? He's not asking anything from Saget.
What if I told you?
He's gone.
Ari, what if I told you that the ghost was a 17th century cobbler?
Oh, just a ghost.
Eugene Knickerbocker.
Eugene, don't hurt the ones I love.
Sorry I moved that haunted vase and your soul spilled out into this Airbnb.
I didn't mean to build on your burial grounds.
Chief Red Sky, sorry we built on it.
Before your shoes were just a thing to wear.
If I knew that you would have died, I would have buried you in a pet cemetery to a chance you would come back not so bad.
I mean, this kind of fucks up my timeline because I've spent the last 25 years writing my funeral song to my father, and it was going to be that this was the year I was going to bust it out, but now I feel like the market's saturated.
You gotta wait.
It's saturated, dude.
It is. Also written completely and performed entirely on the lute, which is
pretty awesome.
Don't take the ones I love. Don't take anyone.
Anyone.
Dude,
stop a population problem.
Stop all death, please.
There you go. Oh my God, did you guys hear this? No one's died.
I like don't hurt the people I love. Like, you selfish bitch. He goes, please take my neighbor's father. She always watches TV really late loud.
Strangers are cool.
That guy that was Bob Saget. There was a guy who was kind of rude to me at a gas station store earlier. You could take instead.
There's a guy in the 101 that cut me off. He could die.
Yeah, please take the bodega guy, but not the nice one. The one in the morning that's not so nice.
If that will quench your bloodthirst, then take all the children at the school I drive by and have to slow down.
Slow down. Oh my Christ Almighty!
So what's the response from Nico?
Nothing.
I've heard nothing.
Zip.
I'm gonna start calling her Nico Headcase. I got two good ones in today.
That's not a bad one at all. Nico Headcase. That should be her song. If she would have released it under that, she should have released it anonymous. Put it in the world.
Yeah, put it in the world and see how it's judged.
Because it's not going to be judged right like this.
Anything from Feehan? We got any word from Feehan?
Who else? Let's scroll down. Let me see the fucking hit list here.
It's not one.
It's not. We looked.
Nobody else?
That we know.
Scroll down. You can't.
Well,
those are comments.
It's comments.
Kelly,
Yeah.
The
I
likes,
don't
you
know.
got to see it on a phone.
Anya, of course, she helped write it.
Maybe he can hear it.
And then that's it for the.
Maybe he can't. What if that was the ending?
Up
Jay, maybe he can't hear it. Maybe he can't. I don't know.
I don't know. What am I, a fucking medium?
That's my favorite comment. This is so sweet, Nikki. Was that barf barf? No, it's cry cry. Here's my favorite part. Just another reason you're my favorite comedian.
Just another reason.
Yeah, dude.
I would say that means the bar is now low.
What's your favorite thing about David Tell? He goes, his ballads, then his comedy,
I like
and
when
then
he smokes. He smokes cool.
He goes, yeah, he smokes cool. He's got a couple of DJ fucking mixes that are pretty slick.
I would
Let's go hard.
think this was so funny if she was like, "You fucking idiots."
I
I was lamponing.
I was joking. Yeah, I think so too.
I was lampooning fucking.
If I was going to come into Skanks, that's
Grief
what I was gonna-
culture.
That's what I was going to do. I was going, no, gosh, she's clearly going for a joke. You're right
No.
off. She's a top level
Nope.
comedian. She's going for
I'll
a
never
joke.
accept that. I wouldn't even let somebody off the hook with that. I go, nope. Just say it's crazy what you've done, and we'll move on. If you say it's crazy what you've done, I'll go, I was surprised, Nikki. You got a pleasant voice.
I was talking to Robert.
Then I can say something nice.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Like, then you can go, oh, you have a pleasant voice. You realize it was crazy. You got a much more pleasant voice.
It's pretty
than I
crazy you
think
did
have.
that.
If someone's willing to own up to the major part of a wrong, then you're like, all right, that's out of the way
Have you
now.
ever-
We both agree you're wrong. Now, yeah, this guy's good.
Have you ever had an ex do that?
What?
It's very gratifying. Where they're like, "Hey, I was kind of shitty for like, you know."
No, I
at the
always
end
have
of-
to be the one doing
I
that.
know.
No, I'm always one who has to do it.
I'm still waiting for an apology from your ex for ruining my good time.
Oh my god, at Bonnaroo? Oh,
I don't think that apology is coming, but it was.
that was a whole group apology that's needed.
Yeah.
Everybody. Oh my lord, sweet lord, Bonnaroo 2015.
Is that what it
So,
was?
it's still, to me, it was the moment. I didn't realize it was discussion going on between Dan and other people already at this point. I didn't see it happening
even
until
know.
we were on that stage with Alabama Shakes up on the side riser there. And I was like, we're all going to go out front and watch it after like 3 songs. And you were like, totally, dude. And then she just went, it was like a chord. She's like, she goes, I think actually we're going to hang up here.
She's like, I don't want to move. I was like, yeah, but we're going to like a place that's like reserved. Like it's cool.
We're all gonna go.
Yeah, we're all going to go.
I know you don't want to, but everyone's going.
Everyone's going.
So we're going.
I mean, some
She did
bands
that-
I checked out that weekend just for like a few minutes, even when people were like, we're going to go over and see so-and-so. I go, okay, I'll just go and check them out.
What happened to this? Actually, you guys, I'll catch up with you later. I'm gonna stick around here.
Yeah.
You guys go.
That's what happened with Slayer. Slayer was playing, and I was like, I'm gonna go watch Slayer. And she's like, no.
You
And I was
finally
like,
got a ball?
Yeah, no, I'm going.
That's when your ball dropped.
Yeah, my one ball. I was like, I'm going to see Slayer. And you can't tell me what to do. To the funniest part, the hardest I got Jay to laugh that whole weekend was when we were doing pictures with that photographer, and I've told this story before. And the guy's like,
world famous photographer. I forget his name.
yeah. And then we show up, and she's mad at me. And I'm like, why are you mad? And she's like, why couldn't he have taken a picture of us? And I was like,
Oh, Christ.
Taking pictures of the
performance.
comedy.
It's just the comics at the festival.
And the musicians.
And
stuff.
then-
you're just a chick who's
He's
fucking.
not doing us a favor. He's doing the photos
Part of
for the fucking
Bonnaroo.
festival.
So there's a part where all of the comics were there, and he was like, all right, guys, I want you to all yell something. Just yell. Actually yell something.
Fucking
and I'll
weirdo
take
artist.
a picture. Yeah, I know. He's like, yell something, and Jay was standing next to me, and he was like, and go. And I go, do you know what it's like being bullied by a hot girl all weekend? And it's like, I got Jay to actually laugh. And Jay was like, yeah, man, you're in
One of my favorite things at Bonnaroo in that same moment was they told us to go wait in this tent with some couches before we did our
I remember
pictures.
that.
And Norman went out, and all those there was like 2 or 3 couches, and there was just one girl, like a pretty girl, sitting on one of the couches.
Yeah.
And Norman just goes in and he goes, "Scram!"
Oh my god, shoot.
Oh, shoo, shoo.
He could have gone either way. He could have gone like, wow, he's going to hit on that girl and get her number. Or that.
That was the trip where he banged AT&T lady.
Oh yeah,
Farm.
On a farm.
that was so long
What a
ago.
fun
that, by
time
the
to
way,
show
she's
Wolf
been
took mushrooms for
gone.
the first time.
Oh, my God.
That whole theme was
I'm
great.
loving this tree.
You met-
I like this
Yeah.
tree right here. It's very nice.
You met that guy from that band from Philadelphia?
Oh yeah,
Do you
war on
remember
drugs?
Do you remember when? What were you saying?
Mumford and I fell in love with Mumford and Sons, a band that I
Mumford
didn't
was
think
sweet.
that I'd give
Mumford
one
was
shit
sweet.
about.
Lucky Christine's loose enough to fit them all inside of her. So she didn't have to choose Mumford or any of the sons
None of his
individually.
boys.
I prefer the Essence Sons.
One of my favorite Jay lines. Kendrick Lamar walked by, and I go, "Oh shit, was that Kendrick Lamar?" You go, "Yeah, that or another 5-foot black dude that's at Bonnaroo." Like, yeah,
No, it's probably the number 1 Foo Fighters fan.
yeah, dude.
It is cool being at those things with Jay because he had so much experience with like being backstage and stuff
Yeah.
that you know how to take advantage.
It was also funny watching Jay get annoyed with your guys' agent when he started talking to the bassist of Alabama Shakes, and Jay was like, "God damn it!" and like walked away. I watched Jay be like, "Oh yeah,
embarrassing. Take off your
like,
slacks."
Because your agent was like, "So you guys were up there earlier?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Is that cool?" And the guy was like, "You remember they had the gate closed?"
Oh, you're probably wondering why I'm the one person wearing slacks here.
And they had the gate closed because they were waiting for something to go. And then we were like, they opened it. Oh, that's what it was. They were waiting for Kendrick Lamar and his friends to leave, and then they were going to open the gate so we could go backstage to watch whoever it was.
Slacks and an Ari Shaffir tour shirt that he wore because I made him take off his button down.
I remember you. Yeah. Dude, I remember eating mushrooms on Ralphie May's bus, and then we walked off the bus, and Ari goes, "What do you think's going to last longer, Ralphie May or Soda's relationship?" And by the way, it was Ralphie May. He actually did. He fucking
last long.
No, it wasn't long. But longer than that relationship.
Well, hold on. We've gotten sidetracked. Get back to what we were talking about before.
Everybody knows Ralphie was big, but he was bigger in his heart than he was in his belly. I love you, Ralphie May. We met 4 times. Last time I saw you, you were sitting on a fold-out chair on the side of the theater in Austin, hitting a weed vape.
Our whole relationship is we hung out once or twice, and then you got divorced, and then it was mostly that lady telling me terrible things about you, and then you died, and she was back saying you were great again.
Oh my God, that was wild. That was wild.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, you again. I'm like, you know what? I thought you were great friends. What? Who are you? Get
I
away.
was asked to do your podcast, and I came over and did it. Ended up being just me and your ex-wife.
Oh yeah.
You weren't even there. They said you left 10 minutes before.
Williams?
Really? Oh, damn.
William Stevenson would get his food to go. I thought he hated me all the time.
He would get shit to go.
I miss Louis Anderson.
Dude,
That's funny.
Family Feud.
yeah, dude, I just
Never been more successful since after you left and Steve Harvey took over. Family Feud.
to talk NFL playoffs a little bit. Playoffs?
What a wild fucking day.
Outside of the Niners winning, I would say that
Also
is
a great game.
well, great game. But that's my point. That was the greatest weekend of playoff football I've ever seen.
What was
in
the
my
other
life.
game that day on
It was,
Saturday?
it was Bengals Titans, which came down to the end.
Did it come down to the end?
It was, dude, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Came down to a last second field goal.
Oh, yeah.
So did Niners Packers, and then the next
Wasn't
day,
that another one too? Like a guy he whiffed some kicks earlier in the game, right?
who Robbie Gold? No, we blocked.
They missed one.
We
blocked
blocked
one at the end
one.
of the half. It was
And
supposed to be
then
10-0 at half, and it was 7-0.
Yeah, and then we blocked the punt, and then scored a touchdown, which was fucking insane because our offense couldn't.
That's
do
tough for
anything.
Aaron Rodgers because he's like, I did my job.
Yeah.
Block. I got you in the field goal range with no time left.
Which is how he beat us in week 3. Week 3, he beat us. We gave him 37 seconds, and he went down the field and got a field goal. So I thought that was just going to happen again.
I texted Soder.
Here it goes. Here it goes. He's just going to fucking do it again. And then we won, and I was like, it was one of those wins when you're a fan of the team and you're like, it sounds weird to say it. Where you're like, NFC Championship game? We're in the NFC Championship game?
Wow, not since. When's the last time? Cowboys?
2019.
When
we lost to the Chiefs.
Oh, yeah. You've
Which
had some
brings up,
times.
this is where I want to get, because the Niner game was number 1.
It's not too late to get coming back.
49ers almost lost because of a linebacker with the last name Gary. He just
Really?
kept disrupting. This guy was unbelievable. He was just busting through the backfield and be like, Gary on the sack. And I'd be like, stop. But then we got home and last night I watched the first game, Buccaneers-Rams was unbelievable. Tom Brady almost came back. But that fucking Bills-Chiefs game might have been the greatest football game I've ever seen in my life.
I didn't know how it was going to go to overtime because the point differential was so like, oh, it's a winner.
Yeah, it's a winner-loss, and then they got the 2-point
Josh Allen
conversion.
did 2 under 2-minute game-winning drives.
Yeah. And they still lost.
Mahomes had 1 under 2-minute game-winning drives and 1 under 2-minute tying drive.
I was walking Myrtle today,
How does he
and
lose?
there was a guy in a Bills hat, and I was like, hey, man, sorry about that last night. And he goes, I'm just walking around aimlessly.
Yeah.
He's like, I really am. I'm just out of the house walking around. He's like,
They did their job. That
did.
field goal at the end of the regulation is like, what?
13 seconds.
This is
13
time.
seconds, and they fucking gave it up. Well,
Should have kicked it down the middle.
yeah, they should have squibbed it. That's what they said.
Yeah, it should have, I guess.
Well, I sent Christina DM of, I don't know if you guys know about Patrick Mahomes' brother. Do you guys know anything about him?
Is he gorgeous?
Mark Mahomes?
Dude, he is not only ugly, but he might be one of the worst people out there.
No
He's
shit.
a TikToker.
Oh, come on.
And yeah, I mean, this story goes fucking deep. It's like, he's up there in the brother piece of shit Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Of like brother of successful person. So first off, is his name Jordan? Is it Jordan Mahomes?
Didn't Abraham Lincoln have a terrible brother?
Did he?
think
Ron
so.
Lincoln?
Yeah, Ron Lincoln. A tremendous slave trader.
Super into.
I heard he only stopped
Super
slavery
into
to fuck his
slavery.
brother over.
He would only sell child slaves. He was really
The
into it.
cutest slave owner.
He's the cutest. It's Jackson Mahomes. So Jackson Mahomes, the first time I heard about this guy was they were retiring Sean Taylor's number in Washington.
Okay.
So they had Sean Taylor's number spray painted. They had it painted on the field and chained off. And then he did a TikTok of him dancing on it, but not in a way of like, I'm talking shit, in just a way of like, look at me. And TikTok moves are always so gay. They're always like this, and then they do that heart thing. And it's him on Sean Taylor's number.
Does he even know Sean Taylor?
People flipped out. People flipped out at him, and they were like, "You're a piece of shit. You shouldn't do this." And he was like, "Listen, that wasn't my fault. They escorted me to that place, and that's where I did my dance." But then they showed that the number was chained off. It was chained off, so he clearly
Went over it.
Went
He's
over
trying to make it. It's great when you make an excuse to try to hold on to your dignity. And people are like, no, it's even worse.
we're pretty sure. But I DM. So last night, after the fucking Chiefs beat the Bills, I want to know how you would feel about this. Both of you guys. Let's say you spend money on the divisional round playoff game at Arrowhead
Okay.
against the Bills.
Yeah.
It's fucking Kansas City in January at night. So it's fucking cold.
It's cold, yeah.
Your team wins, so it's great. You win, but then someone in a luxury box is spraying champagne on you. Would you be mad or happy?
Mad. Super upset.
Super upset.
I mean,
There's no way.
Are they inviting me into the
DMs
the
on
box?
Instagram. I mean, on yeah, this is it. So this is.
Oh, yeah, they're all warm in there.
So they're all warm, and this is.
With their opulence, they're spraying their opulence onto the peasants.
Yeah, dude, they're just spraying. This would piss me off.
It would be better if it was beer.
I'm telling you my own personal thing, and I'm wrong, I'm sure.
It's not even a Super
but
Bowl.
I'm telling you, if I was a coach and they poured in the freezing cold a fucking Gatorade on me, I'd punch the person who threw it.
Yeah, Jay's like, I'm not that kind of coach. I'm not that kind of coach.
Don't fucking
That's
do
been
that.
done, first of all. I'm not that kind of coach.
This is so. This is.
Yeah.
I think this is Mahomes' fiance and his brother doing this. This is their video, and this is what I saw this morning.
Very yellow outfit.
And by the way, anytime there's a video like this, they're not being captured. They're doing this for the video. So they're
Yeah.
acting. The way they act, same way Nikki acted. People are all, my eyes are on me. I better do something fun.
Yeah, I got to do something big.
Go ahead. Let's see this.
Yeah, these hillbillies don't know any better. They're like, free champagne!
Oh, open your mouth! The sky is watering.
Oh, except that first little bit that was just.
Yeah, I'd be like this. Oh, if it went down my neck, I'd be like, you fucking bitch, you fucking bitch. Bring up his brother.
They don't even know what's happening.
Bring up the TikTok because it's funny to watch someone TikTok.
That's his fiance?
Yeah, I think that's his baby's mama.
No. Oh, yeah, he's half black.
It's the mother of his baby.
It's the mother of his child.
I can have a black child.
True that.
Is that a drop, or did she just say that?
No, it's a drop.
Nice.
So she has said it.
Yeah, I want to find
Same. It's different.
find Mahomes' brother. Yeah, his brother though is Jackson Mahomes. Look right there. Click 3 in. That's it. Look at his face.
Ew.
He's like, oh.
Oh, I thought that was Jax Maho.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
And that's who's
Oh wait, Brittany Matthews was his girlfriend. So that was
that makes more sense.
his girlfriend.
She's
spraying
acting a
it.
fool.
That was his girlfriend spraying
They're acting
everyone.
fools together.
Brother's girlfriend.
Brother's girlfriend spraying everyone with champagne.
Lady, learn how to act.
Look at it, it says right here. This is in the post. Brittany Matthews and Jackson Mahomes have turned the internet against the Chiefs. If I was like, if Jimmy Garoppolo's brother's girlfriend was just like throwing shit on Niners fans, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Talk to your fucking brother, dude.
Get the fuck out of here.
First of all, brother looks like he's made of acne.
He's just zits stacked on zits in a shirt and jeans.
Influencers love a more like famous brother.
Oh yeah, dude.
They do?
Yeah, because it's like, sweet, I've already elevated myself without any action.
I don't have to go.
I don't have to do
Every time they do something good, people come to me. Here's my response, everybody.
Yeah, and he does like TikTok dances and shit on
Please
the
show me his
NFL field.
TikTok dances.
Yeah, dude.
Can we
Watch
see
the
if we can
Sean
get that
Taylor.
guy? Jackson Mahomes. What's his name?
Jackson Mahomes. Search
Can we
Jackson
get him to
Mahomes, Sean Taylor
Let's get him
TikTok.
to do a Saget tribute.
Oh, dude, it's Saget TikTok.
Yeah, something for
To Nicki's song.
Yeah. It's funny when you play it on Spotify too, because it's only songs she's released. So you go to, if you search Nikki Glazer and then press play, then it goes on to what she actually does, which is stand-up comedy.
That's so funny. It's a sad song that's like, you guys ever suck dick right after it came out of your ass? And you're like, wow, what a fucking jarring move. What a jarring
So
move.
I was talking to Robert Kelly about it, and every comedian was ablaze. It was such a fun time.
That's what I said when Jay and I were talking about it. I'm like, everybody in comedy.
Dude, people would call me. I would just start. I'm not even saying names. Just 50 people call me, and you just start laughing. You pick up. You don't say hello. You just start going.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what they're calling about.
Man, that would crush. I mean, none of your friends are going to tell you not to do that.
But Bobby said, if we respect her at all, full comedy court, you fucked up. If we don't respect her, it's like you keep it quiet. And so you guys are showing respect by fucking putting her in her place about this.
What if keeps asking me if I'm worried about her? I'm like, listen, I'm not very confrontational, so it's awkward. But I'm gonna be like, my answer would be like, Nikki,
we had to make fun of it.
Well, I mean,
we're not
insane.
mad at you. Just that's retarded.
Do you know how terrible comedy would be if something like that came out and you were like, guys, respect her mourning.
Oh, I mean, even if it was like her husband who died or something like that, I'd still be like,
why are you doing this?
Yes, this is. If it was her husband, at least you can go, okay, she's like off kilter.
But do you guys remember when
Kathy medication?
Do you remember when Kathy Lee Gifford?
Oh boy, do I!
Bring up the Kathy Lee Gifford song
About Frank Gifford dying.
She wrote a song about Frank Gifford dying like a week
She
after.
said something too, like she found him downstairs.
His face was twisted. He looked
Yeah.
at God.
He had a boner for some reason.
Yeah, dude. She found his body at the bottom of the stairs.
we shared hearts and last names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He found Jesus.
He found Jesus, dude.
Oh, they've been looking, and he found him.
Do you think Nikki Glazer saw this and was like, yo, I'm going to take a play out of Kathy Lee's book?
Do it on YouTube, Christine, when she sings it live.
Oh, my God. I forgot you did it live.
That's how she premiered it.
Oh, my God, dude. We've been
Can
a
you imagine
show
being
for
that-
so long, I forgot all these things.
Oh, this is back in Comedy Office.
That's what I mean.
Year
Imagine
one,
Being
maybe.
that proud of yourself and your thing that you just like. Let's say you were Edgar Allan Poe, like
Yeah.
a legit poet, and you're all at a party, we're hanging out.
Sure.
Like, hey guys, can I read you my new poem?
Guys, I got this one. Heart to Raven Nevermore. Just, listen, I'm working on some new stuff.
Even if you're that high level, no one wants to hear it. Well, who's it? Premiering your own song on YouTube?
Yeah, if you are a great musician, even playing your song should be like, I don't want to do it. It's not the right thing. You should still kind of be like a comedian and be like, this isn't right.
I'll record it.
You could be an all-around artist on several things. It's just, is she? Like, is she really an all-around artist? That's not like...
I don't know, man.
She's even saying the music she's doing, like, someone wrote these songs for me. Goes, what are you doing?
And what are you doing? Then why would you do it?
Like,
There's
what are
only
these...
one Jamie Foxx. Shout out.
I mean, Jamie
out,
Foxx.
Foxhole.
Shout out Foxhole, dude. Jamie Foxx did comedy very well and then won an Emmy. I mean, a Grammy.
I'm sure.
Oscar?
And an Oscar? Did he got it?
Yeah. Maybe for Ray.
Yeah, for Ray.
Yeah, he did win it. He got an Oscar? Did he get an Emmy?
Listen,
No. For
Okay.
what? 227 guest appearance?
Jacob, honey?
triple threat. Here's the thing. Jamie Foxx, more than a stand-up, though, really, especially look at his catalog,
He's an actor.
is an... but it was a comedic actor at first. First thing first, he was a sketch guy.
Yeah,
that's
he was
right.
on In Living Color.
In Living Color.
Yeah.
He did that, which is
Was
also...
in Martin.
sketch.
Was he in Martin?
Sketch is also a sellout of stand-up comedy. It's still different. Stand-up comedy is the only one where there's like a real rooted thing in like, not reality is the wrong word I'm looking for, but like dark.
Yeah, you're saying.
Yeah, like
Even though some guys like
a personal thing. There's not much in the way in stand-up of like putting on a wacky cut. There's character comedy, but those people tend to not get as much respect from the comedy community, at least.
Yeah.
Like
Larry.
you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, exactly. So like they kind of get their own shit. So to branch off from that, to be like, if you write poetry also, I guess, but like to release it and pitch it to the world of comedy, like look at like, well, then which one is you? Because
Yeah, at least
because
Childish Gambino changed his name to
because
be a
they
musician.
very hardcore, someone who's breathes funny.
Yeah.
Who most of their thoughts, even in dark shit, is funny, fucked up, whatever. Converting and putting out a poem thing is just like, well, then
And it's not like a riff where she just like got serious.
you make fun of poetry.
She prepared a serious.
Yes.
Damn, dude, you guys have just inspired me to write a poem for whatever comic
Please
guy's
do
next.
it, Dan.
Whatever.
We should just have it ready so it'd be like nondescript, and then you could put in the person's name.
Yeah, you know what I wanted to
None
do?
of the rhymes.
I
but-
wanted to Patton Oswalt Bob Saget, but I didn't have a picture with Bob Saget. Where I wanted to post a picture with me and Bob Saget, and then the next day write an apology post with me writing
in the mirror.
with me writing in the mirror and going like, "I didn't know he was dead. I'm sorry if this triggered anyone that's lost somebody."
I'm so sorry.
So sorry if you're dead, and I apologize. I know how hard that must be.
I'll be
Did
back
you-
with my my song shortly.
Can we see Kathy Lee Gifford's song to her
Oh yeah.
I can't
Ari needs this.
find the video of her doing it live.
Son of a
I only have the audio.
Well, rip it.
Well, that's fine.
Let's hear it.
All right, leads with piano.
A little kiss, a little coffee, a little moment to pray.
Yes.
Good voice.
Our Sunday mornings always started that way.
They did.
Makeup in the
Coffee,
mirror,
fat shit.
humming a gospel song.
Humming a gospel song?
When
Fuck
I
off.
came down the stairs, I knew that something was wrong.
He was lying, broken armed on the stairs.
He's going like this. Help me!
I knew something was off.
I knew when the dog was eating your face.
That's normally, he doesn't do that normally. So this Sunday was different.
When I came home from that business trip and the cats had eaten your face off.
All of the soft flesh on your fingers was gone.
What makes this morning different from all other mornings? On this morning, the cats were shitting out their pieces of your skin.
That's when our Sunday routine was broken up by our cats eating your face.
I came down the stairs and I was like, cha-ching.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be a closed casket funeral, so I'm sure your bitch mom's going to yell at me about that.
Does anyone want a Super Bowl ring?
I bet your cunt sister Barbara won't even fly in. Just funeral arrangement shit.
Because no matter what I do, your mom's going to say I fucking didn't do you a good service.
I'm going to say, yes, Ethel, I did do the tuna salad. Yes.
Yes, I ordered all the food out. I didn't make anything. I'm dealing with a lot, but she doesn't give a fuck.
And I say to the sky, hey, don't take anyone.
Hey,
I love it.
hey, Sky, that's enough. No more people I love.
Hey,
Actually,
knock it off.
Don't hurt anyone.
Oh, sorry, Nikki. I didn't realize you didn't want me to kill any more comedians. Well, guess what? Meatloaf and Louis Anderson are next.
my favorite thing to do, two of my favorite things to do is listen to the song and towards the end just go, but who's exactly is she talking about? I don't know who she's talking about. I don't understand who she's talking about. And then at the very end it goes, don't take Bob. Okay,
Bob.
that's who it is. That's
I wanted to write a song about meatloaf, but actually to meatloaf.
to the
Food.
Yeah. Be like, why is
I
that?
loved when you were smothered in ketchup and baked a lot. Sometimes people put a mustard base on the barbecue sauce they put
It's
on the outside
criminal how well you go together with mashed potatoes.
I can eat a piece of you with a little corn and some potatoes on the same fork.
Why are you just diner food?
I call it fork shepherd's pie. Sometimes I look to the sky.
Oh, meatloaf.
Turkey meatloafs for gays.
Dude, go back
I'm
to
all about meatloaf.
Go back to Kathy Lee Gifford just ripping it.
Well, that sweet look on his face, he saw Jesus.
The look on his damn face, he saw Jesus. He couldn't believe it. I could tell by his face that Jesus must have been black, because he was frazzled.
He took his breath away.
Yeah, dude. Frank CTE made him fucking be like, get out of my house. Who are you? I played the Giants in 56.
We got to take a break.
What?
Commercials and what have you.
All right. Let's take a
Show's
break.
almost over.
Almost
Damn,
over.
dude.
Lord.
Guess what? Ari Shafir's storytelling show is back in action at the Gramercy Theater February 8th.
Tuesday, February 8th. First time in 2 years. Guys, it's a surprise lineup, but I already know it, and it's fucking disgustingly good.
AriShafir.com for tickets. Big J's going to be in Milwaukee at the Improv. We were in Milwaukee telling jokes.
Leah Janine's going to be with me in Milwaukee. We're going to be cracking jokes.
You got to play this song before you go out.
Yeah, you do.
First,
You better
two
walk
lost
out.
souls, now two old friends.
You better walk out to it.
I will.
He paused like he's like, I don't want to, but then he realized there's no way out. So,
January 27th through the 29th, Jay will be at the Milwaukee Improv. Then he's going to be at the Addison Improv, February 3rd through the 5th. And then Caroline's, right here, New York City, February 18th
New
through
York
the 20th.
City?
For tickets and other tour dates, visit bigjcomedy.com.
I want to make that like a friend. I'm gonna make that like a friend fest. We're gonna have a bunch of people hanging.
but Dan, you'll also be doing comedy in Rochester.
You
A comedy at the Carlson.
Carlson.
That's February 3rd through the 5th, right?
Dan's got a February to remember coming up.
And Acme. I always wanted to go to Acme. You ever going to be there?
I love it.
He will be there.
I will,
In
yeah.
Minneapolis, February 17th, 18th,
Oh, yeah.
and 19th. One of the best clubs in the country, and the best club that I've never played. Acme Comedy in Minneapolis. See Dan Soder bringing the heat.
It's the best club I've ever played also. And there's going to be a good nights in Raleigh, everybody. Dan is all over the place. North Cackalack, February 24th to the 26th. For tickets and all tour dates, go, of course, to dansoder.com. Also, the Bonfire podcast available now, so please.
And
tell people. Don't be an ass.
Bonfire merch. The Bonfire
Also,
merch.
there's Bonfire merch now, so get your head out of your duker.
Yeah, get it out of there.
Do things right. We have so many subjects this week.
I know.
We'll be right back, everyone. We're hanging out with Ari Shafir. It's the Bonfire.
We didn't even finish talking about Jackson Mahomes.
Bless me.
That's me too. Like,
Bless me. Bless my love of my tits. Bless my tits. Oh,
that is a far better song than Nicki's.
This year, Valentine's gifts are as easy as a kiss. Mwah. Keep it simply soft with new loungewear, pajamas, and underwear from Tommy John. When you and your favorite person are wearing Tommy John, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. That means sex stuff. That's why Tommy John doesn't just have customers, they have fanatics. 98% of men and women love Valentine's gifts from Tommy John. The other two don't know what Valentine's Day is. They don't believe in saints. Tommy John loungewear makes it... Tommy John's loungewear makes you feel perfectly at ease every time you wear it. With soft tri-blended micromodal fabrics with a four-way stretch, you're going to feel the love all year long. With over 17 million pairs sold, Tommy John's made couples across the country comfier than ever. Let them do the same for you and your Valentine. Plus, there's no risk. Every gift is backed by Tommy John's. Best pair you'll ever wear, or its free guarantee. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/bonfire. Go to TommyJohn.com/bonfire for 20% off. TommyJohn.com/bonfire. See site for details.
Welcome to the Bonfire Faction Talk 103 Sirius XM. It's supposed to be Sirius XM 103.
Faction Talk Sirius XM 103.
Whatever, dude. At least I didn't say the old channel.
All right, Dan. I did that once.
I was actually specifically talking to Jacob because he read it, not you.
That is funny because he said the old channel. Goes, okay, Dan. One time I said it. I didn't remember I said it.
They've been holding that for a while.
Every time we come back, you bring it up.
We're hanging out with Ari Shafir right here.
Ari Shafir. AriShafir.com for the live storytelling show at Gramercy Theater, February 8th.
Feb 8th. It's a Tuesday.
Tickets on sale. It's coming up.
Secret lineup, but a killer one.
Always great lineup.
Of killers. About killers. Trying to think of what we could talk about here for...
Well, we were hoping Karen Feehan was going to call in, but now she's not going to.
Yeah, she's not responding. We'll get her.
You think she's recording or something?
We'll run that.
Sagalo, not only do we have his rap songs, but he wants to call in to defend them.
He also, Sagalo, I will tell you, he said, Ari, can you recommend me at the Comedy Cellar? Which is very funny. Why wouldn't I? Because I'm an asshole. So I said, if you get under 230, I said, how much do you weigh? And he goes, it's 238. Why? And I'm like, I will recommend you when you weigh under 230.
That's very fun.
So today, I got a text. It's just a video of him getting on a scale. You can see the reflection. This is 229.5. And he just goes, suck it. So I emailed this.
All right.
So Sagalo is great. He's hilarious, but yeah, rap. But listen, is he good at rap? I mean, like, what's he going to do?
We're going to listen tomorrow.
It's going to be mostly for just kind of like fun shit.
Yeah, we'll listen tomorrow. And we'll have Feehan call in tomorrow. I really want Karen to call in.
But I also love the Sagalo's calling right away to be like, let me call in and defend it.
Yeah.
This Nikki Glazer thing, she's trying to stay away from the fucking... Has she mentioned anything about anything?
No, I have a bet on how she's going to react. But this is actually, I shouldn't say.
Can you say who the bet is? You don't have to say who it's with.
But if I say how, won't it affect...
No, she won't.
The outcome of the bet?
No.
I said, okay, there's two options, and I've heard a third. Either she goes, fuck you guys, everyone, everywhere who's making fun. Fuck you guys, I was doing something serious, and who are you to, like, whatever. Or she'll be like, no, they're right, I'm a comedian, I get it, good job, guys, you're rising me, that's very funny, no, you got me on that. Or, the third I shouldn't even think of, no mention whatsoever.
Yeah, I think it's that.
I think two. I would hope two. I think three.
You'd hope two. You'd hope when your first instinct is going, fuck you. And then when you see it's coming from all angles, you really have no choice publicly but to go, all right, you guys got me.
No, I think it's one or
Handle
three.
It like that.
I think that's definitely not the one. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'd be pleasantly surprised. I'd hope. That's the one I'm thinking. I go, because people said right away, like, are you worried about it coming back? I go, no. It's like, she should be like, yeah, you guys made fun of it. Like, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
You're going to write absolute beautiful awesomeness
like
on
Feeney did?
No, Feeney didn't comment, thank God.
Oh,
thank God. We'd have to lose him. We'd have to cut him loose.
Oh, you see
if I was emotionally attached to Bob Saget, which I'm not, but if I was, I would have been like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like, this would be like if Rich Voss wrote a song for Patrice when he passed away.
I miss you so much. You were sitting there.
It came to me yesterday. You were sitting at the back table.
Sarah Tolomash also liked it.
Tolomash.
Come on.
There's some
Come
baddies
on, dude.
in here. Some bad ones.
My girl wants to party all the time.
Kyla helps me with social media, and she goes, "Hey, I found this picture of you from the podcast in Skankfest that Bob Saget sat in on, and then he left 5 minutes early, so he gave me a hug from behind. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Thanks for coming in." And he left. He goes, "It's just a sweet picture." I was like, "Yeah, thanks." And then I immediately wrote back, like, "Oh, hey, do not post that." And she goes, No. Oh my God, that was a close call.
Woo, your brand would have been off, dude.
Oh my God.
A sincere post.
Earnest post, yeah.
That honestly is the next move. Is
Miss you every day. Go way overboard.
You got to go way.
Well, I
into
pulled
it.
Josh out of his LA mindset also, because Josh, I think at that point already did put up a thing of like Saget was on his podcast and they did a podcast and it was like
me and Jamar were talking about
and then
how
I got
lame all these
Josh
people are.
and then I got Josh though to do this song. I was like, dude, because he was a little worried at first. Like, what if she? I'm like, to do what, dude? To do what to us?
To be funny? You guys are being funny.
We're being funny.
It's also not like I'm not shitting on your special. I'm shitting on the thing you tackled in 5 days. And what do you mean? It's retarded.
It's the way we make fun of Lewis. It's the way we make fun of Lewis doing MMA fighting.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I'm getting good. Like, yeah. What does that have to do with me making fun of
Yeah, I'm going to make fun of it because it's ridiculous that you think this is...
I'm actually getting some skills, like, and I'll root for you when you do it. However, I have to make fun of the fact that you're dedicating your life to.
Because the other option is to be serious, which is what you're doing. I find it horrific. So no way.
But you lived in LA a long time. Is that the difference? Like you see people in LA when people try that shit, they are like, "That's awesome. That's awesome."
I mean, yeah, I think so. I think so because they're all kiss ups because they're afraid this guy might help me. So they're way afraid of like anger.
Well, help you, but I also heard that if it's something that's that shitty, if you don't say anything about it. Like, you just go positive, like, oh, it's great. And then if it phases you out, that thing, it's like, oh, they're out of the way. But if it works for them, then you were like the person who was like, this is awesome.
Right.
You know, so something where it's like, it's like that person's gone because they fucking started doing a dumb thing. And then you go, it's like, oh, now they're out of the way. I don't give a shit.
You know, it's another version of me looking at Nikki's post and seeing who liked it and knowing they're phony. Whoever likes Rogan's meat posts. Fucking turd.
I used to get actually feel good when Mark Norman would like a post of mine until I'd be next to him just seeing go, yeah, that's what I was telling you.
He said that earlier.
Double. And he's having full conversations with you like we used to do Tinder, like double. Like,
but it's, man, I love sometimes on a Rogan meat post you'll see someone be like, that looks great, and I want to be like,
what are you doing?
I want to call him and be like, does it really look great?
But it also always starts off.
If he didn't have a podcast, would that steak look fucking great?
Usually the meat's like the third picture. The first one's always him sweating and going.
That was great. It's just like, what are you doing? If that was a regular person, would you weigh in on this?
Oh, dude, he posted this.
Oh, dude, elk rules.
That looks great. Are you a fucking Midwestern housewife? That looks great.
Dude, how did you season that?
Oh, man, wild boar is the shit, am I right, dude? Team Alpha.
Fuck, I love bison in November.
I'm going to headbutt something.
I'm sweating.
Now I want to look up a Rogan thing and see.
Just see who likes it. Just go see who likes his steak
Let's
meat.
get some meat.
Just go look at a Rogan meat.
Here we go. Here's some meat.
Just to see who's got a fucking
liked by.
I know we have a minute left.
Hurry. Like by Ryan Sickler.
All right.
The One by One podcast. Andrew Schultz likes it.
Schultz like, yo, that meat's mad good.
Fucking dork ass Young Bull.
Okay, Shane like that.
That's right.
Shane just went to UFC with him. Yeah, Shane's in the fold now.
That's how you get those tickets, is by complimenting steaks.
Soul Joel also.
Soul Joel.
And my company account. Damn it. Come on, Kyla!
Come on! Ari Shafir.
Yeah, what's up? I thought you loved meat.
Yeah, fucking that steak looked delicious.
February 8th at the Gramercy Theater, Ari Shafir's storytelling show returns. Big J. Okerson's going to be in Milwaukee this Thursday through Saturday at the Improv. Awesome fucking club.
Aaliyah Janine, dude.
BigJComedy.com for tickets.
You can watch her comedy and then whack off to her work.
That's true. We're on a very
Same with mine. Same with mine, dude. Same with mine. You can jerk off the guy code. You can fucking do the same with me.
I jerked off the premium blend set once.
Do you think I don't do that, dude? We have so much to get to this week. Karen Fian will answer for herself.
Yes,
Brendan Sagalow will defend himself.
Yeah.
Where else could we do comedy court? I guess
we'll figure it out.
But we'll figure it here on this.
Yeah, we talk about Skanks Court always too. Bringing people to Skank, but a lot of people are unwilling to go to Skank.
But this is
a much more
we've been doing this 7 years.
Well, first, no, we used to just have "Welcome to the Gun Show" first with our song, and then
I remember that.
Someone used the
that was still
Natural Born Killers rap beat to make a song.
You guys,
pretty great.
The Skanks theme song was when you were still in the back of the creek.
Yes.
In the very back room. It was once you had moved out of the theater down in the back room.
Yeah.
And then before you made the jump to the garage.
When you hear that ball in class,
yeah,
great.
It's great. I would be down with a theme song. I'm just saying I think it'd be a little bit harder to stick because it's 4 days a week.
It is. You're right.
Nonetheless, this is The Bonfire. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Okerson.
Nonetheless.
This is Sirius XM Faction Talk 103. In studio, we have most of the crew. We have Christine Marie Evans, TJ Lewitsky, and our Black King, the Black Tiger, Lewis Jones. And via Florida Satellite, Jacob Patat getting his knives right before he comes back to New York.
The Florida Satellite himself.
The Florida Satellite. Coming back wearing...
He's got some change in his pocket going jing-a-ling-a-ling.
He's going to come back wearing throwing knives around his chest like Danny Trejo.
Did those guys have... And Trejo? Did those guys have one other song? The Georgia Satellites?
I don't think so.
I got some change in my pocket. That's it, huh?
I don't even know that song.
Yes, you do.
I love that song.
They said
That
no
was it.
huggy, no kissy until you
Put it
make
on.
me your my honey, my baby. Don't put my love on no shelf.
She said, don't hand
Oh,
me
yeah,
no
all right,
lines
yeah.
and keep your hand to yourself.
Yeah, I absolutely know that song, but I only know it from that line.
The Georgia Satellites, dude, they are ugly.
I know a lot of bar rock from one or two lines just from being in bars, and you're like, I like this song.
Going jing-a-ling-a-ling. Give you a ring.
Were you good at Name That Tune?
I don't know. I never played it. Kissy and do you wedding ring.
Because I'd say Big J and Joe List are the two people I know that know lyrics and lines of shit better than anyone.
He knows like every word to every song.
Yeah, just him singing. He sang the first line of this song, and I was like, pockets jingling. But if you would have started with, you keep my hand to yourself, I would have been like, oh yeah, I know that.
I thought the most memorable part of the song is right here when he goes jing-a-ling-a-ling.
No,
He always,
it's so weird.
He scratches his voice.
Yeah,
there, so.
it's a very obscure part.
Show how ugly they are.
One in the 90s, was that when it started where everyone had to be hot?
Yeah, right. It really used to be more about the music. The era of the music video.
Yeah, but I feel like in the 80s, you could still get away with being fucking weird.
Well, they were already established bands making videos now.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason all those synth pop.
That guy's got a gap like me.
When you watch those videos from bands like Spandau Ballet or ABC, those like 80s bands, they're so not ready for. They're just like they're like weird fucking like the Craze. Remember the movie The Craze? Just like a bunch of people like in suits, which is like.
Do you think it comes back around in like
Well, you could be ugly chic now. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not talking Calvin Klein ugly.
Okay.
I'm not talking the kind where they put you in some fucking briefs and you're like, the body's weird, but...
Well, not just that, when they give you exactly a muscular person who's got freckle disease. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, I am a complete physical specimen, except for my skin is splotchy like fucking cow tummies.
Yeah, I have 0% body fat and vitiligo.
yeah.
So...
But, you know, they're still hot.
But I got my
Those are
wieners.
freaky?
Yeah. But I'm talking about people were just ugly. Just ugly folks. Just being on TV. Remember how good movies were?
I gotta tell you.
70s were good movies because they allowed a lot of ugly people to really let loose.
I think it affects also the level of your band versus the talent. The war on drugs, musically, although the new album I've not enjoyed, but musically, they're so good and so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. Their music's very cool. They're just, we put a concert on the other day in our house and we were doing shit, and it's just like, they're so ugly.
Is there a sweet spot?
They're a really ugly band.
But there's a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot for being like talented enough that your ugliness can carry over, and you can be like, "No, I enjoy watching this person."
What do you mean? Despite
they're
their looks,
ugly, you're like, "Oh yeah,
sure.
they still rock."
Of course, yeah. Jerry Rafferty, dude. He looks like the Mimsy guy.
God, Mimsy. Hey, Christopher Cross.
Yeah, Christopher Cross, another doof.
Geddy Lee's no looker.
Geddy Lee.
Geddy Lee, always odd looking.
I would say Metallica was, when they were young, they were like nerdy.
That frizzy Palmapoo hair he had. God, he sucked.
But like
his hair was the worst long hair.
Like hot. Like Adam Levine's just been like a hot boy. That's just like, I'm gonna.
He was hot his whole life too.
Just hot.
Yeah, that's a good. I don't even know if they're a good looking band. Listen, Incubus, Maroon 5. They can all be ugly fucking bands, but that person, the lead guy,
has to be
sells the whole thing. You know what I mean?
God, dude, I remember being in New Orleans with my ex and saw Brandon Boyd, and she was like, "We gotta walk by the restaurant again to look at him." I was like, "All right."
I just interviewed him last week.
Oh yeah, nice guy.
What a heartthrob.
I mean,
he's a very nice guy. He also said to his publicist, "This is the most fun interview he's ever had."
That's great.
With me and Ralph, it was fun.
That's great. Also, a thing a publicist might say. The publicist was like, he said he wants you in Incubus. No, I'm kidding.
Nothing. Yeah, for SDR show. Nah.
Also, hot dude though.
He was every bit though. I'm trying to do a post. You know, every bit of just like,
how can they?
Yeah, well, you know, like when, you know, the energy like that is out there and the stars and blah blah. He just had that vibe. He didn't even talk like that so much.
They're all bendy.
He didn't say those words like that so much as it was like the energy of his words was very much that, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, well, when the cosmos lined you up to succeed, you know, you blah, blah,
it's
blah.
Hot people can say a lot of dumb shit without getting called on it for a while. That's why astrology has taken off because of hot people.
It's almost like when you listen to him, he's like, oh, he's just answering the question and being like pretty cool and like open and honest and like funny and whatever about it. It's just, if you walk into a room and you're like, talk to this guy for the next 15 minutes, what you think he's going to be is just like, Christ.
Yeah.
But like, he
also was a pleasant surprise. Did you go in being like, this guy's going to suck?
No, I went in hoping he was going to be pretty awesome. I like Incubus a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're great. Christine came in right away and fawned over him.
Did you? Yeah. Was he in person?
No, it was Zoom, but she just jumped in the...
I told him, I was like, I saw you play with the 12-string orchestra behind you, and I loved it.
Then over Shannon's shoulder comes Lewis, who does the same thing. He's like, dude, I've never paid to see a band more than I've paid to see Incubus. Incubus got me through, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, over... I'm like, damn.
That's also... What a great pre-interview strategy. We should start doing that.
Just
have it come and be like, dude, I fucking love your shit. And they're like, thank you. And
we just do that on the air now. We go, you're great.
I love you.
You're really good, little kid.
I love you. But that is awesome. And I mean, that is cool that he went a good way instead of like Nick Hexum and 311 being like, we're done answering those questions.
No, yeah, he didn't have anything. He was great. I was like, and then I got to show him. I was like, dude, in the middle of the interview, I was like, I just remembered the reason I have a no outline or only red tattoo on my arm is because when MTV2 premiered the Drive video, and I was like, that's so cool. He's got red tattoo with no outline.
Yeah.
It's just red. It's so neat. I go, it's the reason I have that tattoo. And he was like, oh, that's awesome. He goes, how's the color staying? I'm like, horribly. He's like, yeah, it's bad.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he's like, red ink doesn't stay good. Yeah, he was awesome, man. He was really, very informative, talking about his voice changing over the years and stuff, but he said the band's never had like a let's break up thing at all. He's like, no, we always get along great. He's got a solo album coming out now, so like
when they had that Cribs episode and they just had the whole room that was like pillows and bongs, and you're like, that's how you guys get along. Guys just get high as fucking hang out.
I like when Ralph doesn't push when you can see you guys enjoying us and doesn't like when we do the questions at the end. Your first concert, your first drug experience, your first sex. He was when he goes, your first sex experience. He goes, girlfriend, I was with her for a while and it was just me and her. And Ralph usually be like, was it like a thing? Was it play? He just goes, okay, so everyone wants to do their plugs. He like, he doesn't want to push.
Yeah, because it went well.
Yeah, you're just like,
yeah, I get that.
You know what? Like, we're usually looking for more of a story than that, but dude,
usually we dig.
It's a dumb concept anyway. Really.
I mean, why are we all up in your business? No one needs to be in your business. You're so cool, Brandon.
Oh, dude, the best one I got the girl from Supernatural. Charlie from Supernatural. I just got to turn on Ralph right away because I don't know why Ralph's thing. It was a nervous energy, and like, you know, when someone says something stupid, you could just let it go and move on. But that's the dynamic of me and Ralph is fun for that because he goes, he's like, man, he goes, I'm a professional podcaster, and your setup looks way better than mine, woman. I don't know why you do like that. I go, woman. What the fuck was that, bro? And he's like, and then he kind of goes like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go. That's a weird way to open with someone you haven't said hello to officially yet, you fucking weirdo. And then so like she was like smarmy to Ralph the whole show, it was playfully, but like it was just funny. Like I just got to be the good guy.
There's a news article came out with Jensen Ackles about how him and Jessica Alba used to not get along on the set of Dark Angels. Yeah, did you see that?
She was shitty to him.
Oh man,
yeah.
That's like when hot's mean to hot. That's Kong versus Godzilla, dude.
It's weird to
be clear out a city.
It's weird to be just known for being a difficult person to work with.
Yeah,
we know several, and then also there's just like
There's two comics that I've been to so many comedy clubs where when you ask the GM as a trust fall, who do you hate the most? Who sucks the worst to work with? There's been two comics.
A lot of names come up a lot.
A female and a male that have came up a lot. So many so that I'm like, it's impossible that this has not gotten back to you.
Yeah.
It's impossible that no one has been like, not one person been like, man, shut the fuck up.
And also, the stories I hear a lot too, it's funny, a couple places have, guy is great, entourage is a nightmare.
Dude, that's
a lot of that.
That's the level you want to get to, is when your entourage is the problem.
Well, it's funny.
It ain't Hammer.
These people I don't know, so it doesn't even matter to say their name, because also they say the guy is great, but they're like DC Young Fly. They go, he's actually a really sweet, like, cool, doesn't bother anybody guy. I go, his entourage is a nightmare.
I heard that about Sean and Marlon Wayans when they were at Caroline's.
Yeah. D-Ray Davis. You picking up a theme here? Black Lou, don't chime in on that. You guys picking up a theme here?
Is this the one, Dan, that you were talking about?
I've heard him.
I've heard him. He's a lot.
Yeah, I've heard. I mean, there's people that
Eddie Griffin was it's Ari Spears. Eddie Griffin gets notoriously, but those are public stories. Like I mean, Ari Spears got punched on a radio show.
Yeah, I've heard
that. You can watch. Eddie Griffin used to have a thing with sneakers. I don't think he does it anymore.
Was it a new pair of sneakers?
New pair for every show.
That's awesome.
Look again. If you could,
I'm just jealous of the ability to ask.
No, of course. And by the way, if you can get it, like I said, like when I was on a tour bus before, like there's a stipend a day for the tour bus, so you could like ask for stuff, and like the riders in the city, like they'll get it for you. That's when I started being like, 2 bags of cigarettes, and they're like, yeah, sure.
Really? And you just get cigarettes?
Yeah, it was great. You're like, this is awesome.
That was such a genuine reaction I had, because
no, it's great. As I was saying, but
waking up to 2 packs of cigarettes when you smoke.
But what's funny was when I was in Jacksonville, and I said Christine, like they just ask Christine sometimes, she's taking the calls for that.
Oh, you got the Snapple?
Yeah, the Snapple, and they're just like, do you want them like cold, like in a bucket here? I go, no, I'll just get it. They go, do you want one of those Snapples? But all weekend they go, we got them. So like, do you want one of the Snapples? I go, I gotta be honest, I really don't drink Snapple on the road at all.
Really? It's your at-home thing.
Yeah, it's just my home drink, yeah. When I'm on the road, I just drink water, and kind of like if I usually get a soda that lasts me all weekend in the room, like a 20 ounce that I take sips of here and there.
But them trying to make you eat your comfort food is very funny.
I know, because you're like,
hey, we got your mom's pie. We know you want to slice your mom's pie every night. And you're like, I usually have that at holidays and sometimes when I'm home.
Yeah, exactly. Like steak tartare every meal, right? No.
Do you want a pint of Talente every night? Like, that's so much ice cream.
But then I have to explain the thing. I go, I'm glad it was so nice you guys are running around over caring about this Snapple. They eventually put a bucket on ice in like the backstage area. I'm like, I'm not going on stage with a Snapple iced tea.
That would be a cool move, though. Really lets people know who you are.
Snapple. Sup?
They
put vodka in half of it. Sup, dude? Get a little nice little road soda.
A vodka snap. I got a good vodka snap. A vodka diet snap. I one time at a club was like, "Oh, do you guys have Heineken Zeros?" Just because I was feeling sassy. And I was like, it was a fun night. I could probably drink a couple non-alcoholic beers. And they're like, we don't. And I was like, that's fine. All right, I'll just have like a Coke or iced tea or whatever. The next night, they're like, we went out and we went to 4 different liquor stores. And and I'm like, I didn't even kind of ask for that. No one asked for that.
And you're worried that when you leave, you're like, this guy.
And they're going to be like, the next week, they're like, Dan Soder was here and he caused quite a stink for those Heineken Zeros.
You could have horrible food, no food, or good food. I will make no complaints either direction about it.
Listen, you got ranch, I'm sold on all of it.
If I order nachos and they're horrible nachos, I just won't eat a bunch of them. No one will hear a word like, these are fucking disgusting.
I could find one of your cooks. I could find one of your cook's fingers in my wings, and I'd be like, first show is better than the second show.
Yeah. I just keep worrying about these things. I go, numbers good? You guys have the numbers, right?
Dude.
Numbers okay?
I mean, something that we've both done that I think a lot of comics have, and even Nate, I'll talk to him about it, is when you first started headlining, the amount of apologies you would give to the wait staff the second you showed up at the club, and you're like, I'm sorry.
You see him sitting at the back of the room tables, and you go, oh, is this your section? And I go, yeah. He goes, it's been nice knowing you.
Yeah, nice seeing you.
Hey, you better tell your babysitter you're going to give him a little early relief tonight.
But now we've learned that you walk in and you go, no eye contact.
Yeah.
I want my Snapples chilled.
Eyes down.
Down. You don't look at me. I want my Snapple. It does make you sound kind of autistic. You'd be like, Snapple, I need my Snapple.
I want a stool on stage. That is and access to bottled water.
You know what I want?
The things I would say are my demands.
You know what I want? An open mind.
Yeah. But I genuinely, like, if they go, we don't really have a green room. You just kind of like chill outside, or you can sit in the show. It doesn't happen. I'm just saying, if they were like, there's no green room, you just chill outside. Now, by the way, I'm not saying these aren't decisions that make me go. These aren't decisions that, or things that would come up that make me go next time, like, I'm not going to that club, like, especially in the cold, because like I stand outside the whole time because I don't want to sit in the showroom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I would make a decision based on, but in that moment, I would never be like, this is ridiculous. You don't have a green room space for me. I'd be like, I don't care. I just don't make waves, man. It's fine.
When I worked at Bananas in Hasbrook Heights, I remember they don't have a green room, and I just had to.
Good example.
I had to go sit in my car in the parking lot like a guy trying to catch his wife cheating at a hotel.
I just sit outside. I sit.
You sat there and you get out of your car, and they're like, "Oh, hey, Dan Sutter." You're like, "Yeah, I was just listening to fucking Skanks in my car, and I'm gonna go do a show." And then, oh my god,
I've done that at Hasbrook Heights too. I sit outside, and then I become the person like they're coming to see me, and some of them who don't know me ask me still like, "Do ID?" And you're like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
No, I'm just smoking. I'm the person here to see.
Ooh. Dude, we got to change that. We got to go through a confidence makeover. We just show up to the club and we go, I want Heineken Zeros, lots of laughs, and lots of cash. Where's the green room? Instead, I walk up and I'm like, I can't wait to go home and play my Switch.
I'm like, even they tell me I can smoke cigarettes in the green room, I'm always like, yeah. I go,
that rocks.
I go like, are you telling me I can smoke in here? And then when I leave, you're going to be like, this fucking guy just smokes all over the green room.
Orlando Improv, they were like, I was like, do you think I can smoke weed out back or in here? And they were like, we can't tell you if you can or not or whatever. But they gave me like one of those.
Well, they've given me down there. They go, just so you know, though, the mall cops come back here a lot.
Yeah. Well, I fired it up in the bathroom of the green room. Big old fucking hooter.
Oh, yeah. That thing is a...
And I was taking rips, and then I was in the hallway waiting to go
You're in a
up.
human bong. You're in a person bong.
Yeah.
There.
And then I was waiting in the hallway, and the staff coming back being like, smells like weed back here. And you're like, I was told it wasn't going to be that big of a deal, and you guys are making this a big deal.
There's far too many black guys with dreadlocks who work here to say some shit like that.
Guys!
How dare you?
Yeah. Guys, stop being mean!
No, yeah, I like when they're just like, yeah, do whatever. Who gives a shit?
That's my favorite. They're like, let it rip, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, they go, dude, did you work here and smoke cigarettes? And I'm like, yeah, but then they always go, David Tell smokes in here. I go, it's David Tell.
Yeah, what's funny is you need someone in
are
here.
you guys going to be like, what does this guy think he is, David Tell? I'm like, no.
What you want to hear is a story about another comic going too far to know where the limit is. Where you're like, this guy's bringing back chicks and fucking back here. I'm just smoking a little bit of weed in the bathroom with the door open. That ain't a bad thing.
Yeah, no, that guy was a piece of shit. Yeah. I'm cool.
I'm more mellow. I'm going to put on some fucking rock and roll. I'm a cool dad.
That's why I love fucking zanies. I brought my Bluetooth speaker. We just hang out in that green room after the show's over and everyone's going. Just hang in the green room and just play music.
For some reason, remember when D.L. Hughley
died?
Remember when he fell down?
Yeah, he died from COVID.
Well, then I had to move Zanies, and then they moved it to the Super Bowl. And I was like, dude, I'm not doing it at the Super Bowl.
This year.
Yeah, well, this was like months ago. They moved it to the Super Bowl. And I was like, no, it's the Super Bowl. You got to look it up. It's February. And then, I haven't been back in like fucking 3 years. I love that club.
Yeah, it's a great club.
Yeah, and Nate lives there.
Run well.
Palatial estate.
Yeah. Now there's extra room. You should look in the Meatloaf's place.
Oh, did he live in Nashville? It's on the market. Oh yeah,
he lives in his neighborhood. Yeah, that was
right. Really? I didn't know he lived in Nate's neighborhood.
Meatloaf lives there.
That's the Meatloaf Castle. That's Meatloaf.
The best is when
that does sound. What's funny with his accent? That does sound very poor or very rich.
That's
my friend Meatloaf.
Me and Dave used to do the same voice. It was Nate impression for Lauren.
I was there with the first time Dave did it.
And having to you say who you are. You have to identify yourself every time. He goes, while you're home late, I think you should stop drinking. By the way, this is Laura talking. And he goes, I drink because I like to escape and have a good time. This is Nate.
Dave doing that, and then I remember one time Nate was like, I was playing Grand Theft Auto, and the guy was like, I'm not a voice guy.
No, that's not. You're remembering history wrong. This happened. You came over.
Yeah.
Me, you, Nate, and Dave, maybe Lewis. I just got Grand Theft Auto with the Russian story.
Yeah.
And we were going through it, and you were doing the voices for us.
Ashford was in your living room.
And then Nate did the thing. He goes, because he was doing the thing, he goes, yeah, this guy's all, You can't say I can't do voices. He just buckled on it completely. I can't do voices.
Yeah,
Complete submission.
that neighborhood fucking ruled because it was you, Lewis, and Nate all lived within a half a block of each other,
Yeah.
and you just go to one person's house, and then
You end up being at everyone's house.
and then everyone would come over, or you'd be like, Lewis is gonna be fucking screaming up the street, and then he'd come fucking yelling in. Or if I like wanted to get high, and Isabella was home, go to Lewis's, and then just walk right back and be like,
dude, that was the best dude on my balcony on the 3rd floor place I lived.
was that the one in the front balcony?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was the first one. Then you went to the house, was around the corner. We moved around to the house around the corner.
House around the corner is when I started hanging out.
That's when we did Monday. But you came to the one upstairs was where Nate did the thing with the...
I thought that was the house.
No.
That was in the same place we did Mandatory Metallica.
No, that was in our 3rd floor place.
All right. Was that the one you shared with Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, shit, what was the point I was making about?
We're talking about that deck.
Oh, yeah, one time being up there, that's funny, of all living together, was me and Justin Silvers, we were going to Montreal.
Yeah.
To drive the next day, and Lewis was flying. That's the whole story with the can I use your guys' dryer.
Yeah.
But like Lewis, like at one point it was like 3 a.m. me and Justin were just up or something, 2 a.m. maybe, and we were on my balcony. I was smoking weed or something. And Lewis just walks by. It's like in shorts and a tank top. He was still chubby.
Yeah.
He's walking sport, and it's like 3 a.m. and you see the frustration on his face. He's forgotten something that he has to go to that corner deli or something for. And he just walked. I think it was laundry detergent because he was going to do laundry. He ended up falling asleep before he dried.
Yeah.
When he's walking, I go, look at him go, dude. Like we were just watching him from my corner and seeing Lewis walk across. Just I go, he doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's just an adult boy living in a tile room with a dog.
Dude, a tile room.
It's a tile room.
Tile floor.
Tile floor.
Completely tile.
One room. It
looked like a gas station bathroom.
People have watched my life like grow for sure, but I was already in like the basic decent apartment by the time everybody's coming. Like a basic decent apartment by the time people were coming over, because I had a kid young also.
Sure.
Was the big thing of it. Like I've watched my friends. I mean, Dan's room. Dan lived in room.
I mean, yeah.
He lived in windowless room.
What's crazy is I hid mine better because my apartment stayed the same for 15 years.
The apartment seemed fine.
The apartment is fun. The living room is fine. It's just if you knew I was living in the side hutch, you would be like, oh, this guy's fucking, I don't think this guy's here legally. And then we had two other bedrooms.
Call about this?
Yeah. And then, so mine was like a less of a glow up, as the kids would say. I just moved to the room with a room.
All the years he hung out, Dave Smith, I never knew where he lived. Ever saw his apartment. I took him to the outside of it, but I've never seen the inside of his apartment. Ever, not once.
Still?
Well, no, now.
Oh,
no, actually, I haven't seen his new house at all.
But I've been
to his apartments in New York.
I've been to his apartment in the city once.
No, single Dave, I'm saying. I've never been to his apartment.
Oh, yeah, this was after he was dating Lauren.
Yeah, never been to a single Dave's apartment ever.
So
Lewis's were always one time he just lived with an old lady. It was his drug dealer's like mom.
I love that. Also, he has stories.
He got yelled at by her or something for like doing something. I don't know if I forget what it was, but it was so she called him jerking off or something. It was something like awful. Like his drug dealer. Drug dealer's mom.
He lived with that guy that he got into a fight with. That called the cops. And I would go over there and
that was here in the city.
That was over on the west side where he lived by Bobby Kelly.
Yeah.
And that's how him and Bobby became friends, because he was walking by shirtless, and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill my roommate." And Bobby's like,
"Dude, don't fucking do that."
And then
me and Dave went over there and got him after that.
Yeah.
He's like,
but I remember doing.
He threatened him with a knife. He goes, I didn't threaten him with a knife. I told him I would kill him, and then I showed him that I owned a knife. And I was like, well, Lewis, that's not threatened him with a knife.
But that, going from that to like him driving a nice house and taking his staff to Jamaica, you're like, having James.
Yeah.
Like he was. I mean, I remember out of all my friends, when someone was like, "I'm having a baby," Lewis was like, "I'm having a baby," and everyone was collectively like, "Yeah, you gonna do that, Lewis?" And he's like, "It's gonna be awesome, bitch." Was not gonna do. And then he's done such an extraordinary job raising James that you're like,
sure, parenting.
Damn, dude. All right, Lewis. What a 6th round draft pick. Did not see him becoming fucking great. I was like, But it kind of snapped him out of that life, because that vagabond life he was living, where he would just
I don't know what maybe it's the prissy nature of me or something, but like I just really like I remember Kurt when we first moved in, and I was trying to make the apartment nice, my first ever apartment.
Yeah,
Kurt. And he goes, "Dude, I don't really give a shit, man." He goes, "I'll sleep on metal steps if there's a roof over my head." And I was like, I wish I would have known that before I moved in with you. I can't do that, actually.
That kind of fucks me up as a roommate because we're supposed to share comfortable things.
You know, his thing, even like him like smoking indoors, like cigarettes and stuff. Dude, Kurt, please, dude.
I remember when you were living in Queens, he moved out of a place, and you're like, Kurt, staying with me for a couple days, and he showed up with 2 garbage bags in his Xbox, and he's like, "What's up, Jay?" I was like, "Damn, dude, Kurt is Rambo."
Yeah, he doesn't. He just. I'd love to see what his apartment looks like in LA. I bet he's just like he likes chaos. Yes, Christine?
Didn't Lewis also, though, at some point live in some, like, sick penthouse?
No.
I thought you guys said, this was before my time, but I thought that at some point, like, when he was doing Poster Dog, he had some, like, sick place that he rented for a while.
Not that I ever went to.
No, he did. He rented some places that were better. Yeah, him and Dave had, like, a nice loft, I think, in Brooklyn at some point. They said it was nice, big, like, super, super big, like, throw a football across it big.
Damn.
In Brooklyn, it was like shitty Brooklyn at the time.
Yeah,
we're going back 16 fucking years ago at least. Do you know what I mean? So it was a while ago, and he was making like the posters.
Do you remember those?
Lewis said he could make like fucking $2,000 a day sometimes off ticket sale. He was that good at it.
God damn, dude.
And then we had the shows going. He had
Poster Dogs,
but also not. But he had the shows even going to the comedy clubs. He was just getting kickbacks from all of his team, street team. So he gets his percentage of every ticket sales they make because he's the organizer. And he's also getting the thing goes right to him, the $2 a drink or $1 a drink. Everybody buy. He had like bar deals and stuff.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Or not even the drink. Before we had the drinks, he also got like $2 given to him from the club for every ticket that came in from Poster Dog. So like,
that's a great deal.
It was a crazy deal, and I can't believe Lewis was ever able to convince comedy clubs that was.
Yeah. And did you work at Stand Up New York when Lewis had a show there at Poster Dog?
No, but I think she was confronted with that model of a show and working for the club. I think she was kind of like, that's not how that works.
I was like, so they're keeping 100% of the ticket sale, plus we're giving them a kickback from food and bev. It made no sense to me. I was like, they should be paying us $2 for every ticket they're selling. Like, sell them a ticket for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole system made no sense to me.
I was
like, how are you going to make any money?
Lewis, hanging out. I was hanging out at Stand Up New York. That's where I was like, because I did the mics there.
Wayne era, dude.
Wayne and Kerry Hoffman.
Wayne era of Stand Up New York.
It was like up there. The Cellar was legendary at the time, but the closest thing that touched it was Stand Up New York. Every weekend, because Wayne would book it, you would see Attell, Patrice, or
Patrice
Jay.
was also sick of the Cellar. That he had a problem with the Cellar.
He was out at the Cellar because he had gotten in. I think Manny just died when I moved here.
Yeah.
So he was working Stand Up New York. You were just starting to headline. So it was fun because every weekend would be you, Attell, or Patrice.
Yeah.
And then Nate was doing guest spots. Like whoever was working, and it was
working everybody up. DeRosa a little bit.
DeRosa was doing spots because DeRosa got his half hour soon after that. Kurt was doing spots.
Yeah.
But then I was doing check spots because I was an open micer. And I would just come and hang out. And Lewis was the first person, because he was doing the midnight shows, where he'd be like, hey, you want to... I know you do check spots. Do you want to do like a guest spot? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to do a guest spot. And he's like, all right, I got you following Harris Stanton. So, he's going to be bringing it. So I remember I got off stage. He's like, you did really well. You want to do more guest spots? And then I started hanging out with Lewis.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, you hang out. You like MMA? You like all this shit? And we just like talk. I'd always make fun of Lewis because how serious he took MMA. In fact, someone tweeted at me today because Don Fry, the UFC legend, punched a guy in the face in the crowd. TMZ put up the video.
Recently?
At the 270.
Really?
Just this past weekend. Just fucking decked the guy. And every time I would go on, when I started hanging out with Lewis, my response to everything was Don Fry. So he's like, who do you think the best heavyweight is? I was like, Don Fry all the time. He's like, he doesn't fight anymore. And that's when I first started seeing pushing Lewis to his limit, where it got really funny.
Don Fry used to call into their show when it was him and Bisping on Sirius.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, it's crazy to watch him do all that, and you're like, he's always had a business mind. He's always been fucking...
No, for sure. But I'm talking about the step up. But I'm talking about the step up of... Yeah, but here's the thing, Nate. I never saw Nate living in... Squalor, ever. Which I'm sure... The place they had
even
in Queens,
the move,
when he moved to my neighborhood, like he came in immediately with Laura.
He had a home.
So right,
and I would stay over at Nate's house when we first became friends.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, if you remember old school Nate, Laura would have like a business trip, and Nate would be like, "You sleeping over?" He'd be like, "It's a boys' night."
Excited,
he got so excited. He's like,
fucking hammered.
He's like, "We're gonna drink beer and play video games." It was so. Nate was always like, "Let's go!" Like Laura would go out of town. He's like, "Sleep over. I will do spots. I'll drive you back."
I was visiting her family. Let's fucking. But his rage is literally it's like beers and video games.
pack in zombie mode on Call of Duty. There's a lot of time what we do.
Zombie mode.
Yeah, just kill fucking zombies. And but he had a house. He had like a home.
Yeah.
Like I would go over there and be like, whoa. I remember one time I was so broke. They had like $600 in their check account, and I was like, damn.
Whoa, dude.
I saw that, and I was like, wow.
Dude, I remember the first time I had 4 digits in a bank account. I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but
over $1,000 I own.
So you're right. Nate didn't go from squalor to that, but now you see
Well, no,
Nate
if he
and
did, I
he's
just never
selling
saw
out
that.
the Chicago theater 4 times. You know, we used to do the World together outside of Broadway.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Watch Nate just go up first and be like, I don't know if it's y'all's accent or my accent, but this isn't working. I was watching just fucking for all those barked in people.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It's to see that
I mean,
happen.
fuck, Pete Davidson bought a boat.
Dave, I know. Dave's come up is big. Dave Smith's come up's been nice to see.
Dave's was fun. It was surprising because you were like, he started getting into like political stuff, and you're like, well, he's always been into political stuff, but like he started getting more into it, and you're like, oh yeah, you're real good at that shit.
When I met Bobby Kelly, I feel like he was living in a style of where I'm about now.
Okay.
Like, you know, he lives like in a nice apartment.
Was that when he was on 47th?
Yeah.
Yeah, that fucking house. That's where I shit my pants.
Yeah.
was
Oh
going
no,
to
you were the one that was more of like
It was in the
the
downstairs.
brownstone looking thing.
It was
No, the first thing I came to him was a building like my building.
Oh, okay.
Like that kind of building.
Now, when Bobby had the two floor spiral staircase,
Yeah,
in Hell's Kitchen,
I went to that once too.
I dog sitted.
You know
that was the
what?
most afraid I've ever been in my life. Dog sitting for Bobby.
Yeah.
I had a gun to my head. I got robbed, and I was more afraid of Bobby.
Oh, I thought you were saying that.
No.
Now. I'm like, holy shit.
When I lived in Tucson, I got hogtied and pistol whipped.
Yeah.
I was more afraid of Bobby's dog sitting.
He's like, dude, Diva's a very precious dog to me, dude.
you don't fuck this up, dude. And I was like, ah! He had just got me into the cellar.
Snowflake has a very specific diet.
Diva's got to eat after 5, not a fucking minute after before.
And
A dog named Diva.
yeah, she was great.
Yeah, little white dog.
Little white dog, and then you had another dog that was they're both like smaller dogs, but I was on what dude, I was opening for him, and he got me into the cellar, and then he's like, I'm going to Aruba, I need you to dog sit, and it was like a thing where I was just like,
Okay.
I was living in the windowless room still, so I was like,
I'll stay at his place.
this is a fucking badass place. I was so afraid the whole time, and then fucking DeRosa, I hooked up with a girl, and DeRosa was like, he had a key and lived 2 blocks away.
Uh-huh.
Bobby's like, I don't trust Soda. Go make sure he's not fucking throwing parties or whatever. And I had a girl over, and she was downstairs, and DeRosa snuck into the apartment and was upstairs.
Ugh.
And I went upstairs. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, He was like, "I didn't know if you were here." He's like, "I was going to scare you downstairs." I'm like, "I'm with a girl downstairs." He's like, "Oh fuck!" And he saw Joe be like, "I didn't fucking. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Bobby sent me over here to scare you." I was like, "Yeah, well, don't tell Bobby I have a girl here." And that's how I got outed because Bobby got back. He's like, "Did you have a fucking girl over there?" And I was like, "No."
Joey told him.
I don't know.
Son of a bitch.
I don't think DeRosa did. I think Bobby terrified me that much back then that he just said it, and I was like, "You're just gonna find out through Joe?" Ah, yeah. Fuck. I'm sorry, Bobby. We didn't fuck in your bed. We didn't do nothing wrong. It was all above board.
Yeah.
Did he
bang
fuck
in the
his
shower? No, he banged in the shower.
In the
right?
shower, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a badass shower. Bobby had a badass
Like a
shower.
stand up, yeah.
It was with a seat in it.
Ooh.
You're like, yeah, come on. You're not gonna bang in there. And also, I told
You
her,
get a retard shower? You bang in a retard
yeah,
shower.
dude, you got one of those poles, you can fucking pull yourself into her.
Dude, that's why I say, dude, sometimes when you get a handicap room, and some people don't like this, when the entire floor of the bathroom is shower, there's just a drain and a sink in it.
Love that.
I love that.
And let me tell you something. The ex-girlfriend, the one from Bonnaroo, that ruined everything, we went to a concert outside of Philadelphia, Man Performing Arts Center.
Man music.
Men. We have to, like men no more.
Fairmount Park.
Yeah. It's
Cool building.
great. Well, it was outside. It was like where the stage was.
But it's got the canopy
It was
thing.
fucking badass.
The Man Music Center.
I've seen a couple concerts there. But we went and I got a hotel right by there to be like, oh, we'll go to the concert, get the hotel in case we want to hang out late. And we went in and checked in, and all that was left was a handicap, and the drain was in the middle. And she's like, this reminds me of my grandfather's hospice room or whatever. And I was like, well, it's the only room they have. And she was like, I don't want to stay here.
These dumb bitches and their stupid triggering nonsense feelings. Let me tell you something about this nitwit over here. Trying to get me to not get a Tempur-Pedic bed that does the fuck taco.
Well, you guys already have that.
0G. No, we have it, but Christine's thing at the beginning is, I don't know. My mom was in hospital beds. I go, your mom would have crawled to suck a cock for this bed. This
No,
is not a
that's what
hospital
I said,
bed, you
is that-
psycho.
Yeah.
No, I was like, my mom would have killed for. I was like, this would have been great for my mom. I was like, I can't believe I have a hospital bed and my mom didn't.
Yeah,
That's not what your first problem. Your first problem was it makes like I think I'm in a hospital bed. Like it's all hospital bed.
I can understand.
It's not hospital bed.
I know. You're like,
This is hospital bed. Massage you, you fuck.
It's like getting into a Mercedes Benz. You're like, this is the car that my father molested me in.
No, it's more. That's like getting this. He goes, this reminds me of the cab that I got raped in.
You go,
Like,
this
this
is
Mercedes reminds you of that? You fucking bit. You think it's just a car? It's a car.
Did you? And you never used that bed.
Which one?
Well, you guys used that bed, the 0G.
We
still
used
use
it.
0G.
Oh yeah.
We still have that bed.
Oh yeah.
We still have the sleep number that does 0G. And
We got a
Tempur-Pedic.
king size one in our room.
Fuck. Man, I didn't. You gotta understand. When I lived in that windowless room, it was fucking about a mattress on the floor for about 7 years.
Oh.
Didn't even have a frame. Box spring. I'm not an asshole.
Yeah.
But queen size bed, I was like, I'll never ever need more than this. Queen size beds are great. And
you
then I
sleep with someone.
moved in with Katie, and now I'm like, when we go places that have king size beds, I'm like, this is what's up. I never understood the jump. I honestly never understood the jump between queens and kings.
If Christine gets into my space, I'm like, I paid for you to be there. And
I miss the queen size.
And I shoulder her across. I go, look at all that space. Why is my foot off the bed?
Yeah.
And you've got all this green over here, sweetheart. Come on.
I don't understand why he's way over there.
Because it's a king. That's the point. You're supposed to. Now, see,
My legs out. My
What's funny-
legs spread.
What's funny is
I reach behind sometimes down my basketball shorts and pull my nuts and dick through, so they're flat down, pointing down on the bed. Because I don't like them mushed up under my body.
We
you
have-
know?
You're being a big shot.
We have, all right, Jacob. We have to do but in my relationship, it's a role reversal. I'm the one that's always trying to touch Katie, and she's like, "Fucking back up," because I flip and flop. I'm a flip and flopper, and she's like, "Dude, queen size bed is brutal with you because you're a big guy." So I'm just moving around, and she's like, and she has a hard time falling asleep, and then I'm just like, so king size bed, she's like, "I can't feel shit. You can flip and flop and be a little fish out of water all
I
you
think
want."
I showed you. We showed you in here the one time. My move.
I remember I held Jacob in my move.
To go from belly, but for me to go from like back to belly, like without disturbing someone next to you in a queen size, like, the move I had to do was like it was like to fall like under myself. It was such a weird tuck and roll move. Where now I can just roll. It's great.
You know, in TV shows and movies where they're getting out of someone sleeping and holding them, and they like pick their arm up and they put it down, and they're like, shh, 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 shh. That's moving in a queen size bed.
Yeah.
They're like, don't fucking touch
You're
it.
like, yeah, it's insane. So our bed's amazing, dude. California King.
What about the one that Carson? Remember the one that Carson Wentz got? Sometimes celebrities put their giant beds up on.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that
dude, I
one's
get
like
that.
It's awesome. Look,
But if you get me a big bed,
It's
get
awesome.
ready to take some wrestling bumps.
yeah, for sure, for something that size too.
You're gonna get power
That
bombed.
bed's awesome. The Carson Wentz bed is awesome. Here's the thing: I do like being able to get to an edge, though. I
Oh, drop a leg off an edge?
Sometimes off purpose. I just have my leg hanging off the bed, maybe touching the floor even.
Were you drunk?
No, I'm not trying to stop the spins. No, I'm just saying, like, to have that. Just sometimes it is. It's, my leg feels better.
I get hot easy, so I like to kick my leg out and be like, fuck yeah.
Also, my new thing with my bare tootsies when I sleep.
Dude, I thought about you the other last week on vacation because I want to get your tootsies. I fell asleep with my socks on.
Yeah.
And I took them off, and I was like, "How is Jane ever?"
Well, tell you what, when your feet get a little sweaty under the covers and you take them off, it's a whole new world. That feels great too. But sometimes they're a little clammy though. But cold feet, cold bare feet, putting them under the covers, and then I do this now. I'm trying to describe, like, I put my foot behind my knee.
Oh, yeah.
And then bend my knee a little bit.
Dude, we call that
And
a
I'm-
hot pocket.
I was almost like a four. I get a figure four, but with no one in it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
figure for
You
my-
clasp your legs on it so it's your own hot skin. We'll get
Buddy, I love that.
We'll get even real weird. You want to get real weird?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah,
Katie's
I do.
feet.
Yeah, I do, bad boy.
Katie's feet will get freezing, so we'll joke around and I'll be like, "All right, hit the smush button," and she'll try to put it in my paunch between my thighs, and I'll clasp down on her cold little foot because my in between, and I'll be like, it's like when they cool steel. They're like, that's what it's like. She like puts it in. I'm like, "Oh, all right, just one," because I'm usually asleep and my legs are burning.
When Christine touches me with her somehow bony and chubby toes, I almost want to. I have to stop myself from hammer fisting her face next to me.
I've hit I've hit.
When her feet touch
Katie.
my leg, she goes, "I love it." I go, "I hate it."
I've pushed-
There's like birds landing on me.
I've hit Katie by flopping my arms around, like
Yeah.
rolling
Good
over
excuse,
and being
dude.
like, and then I go, "Did you learn your lesson?"
I've definitely. What did I do? Like, well, remote controls were something sometimes. Where like I'd be like remote control high and like it just falls out of my hand. Just oh, I don't know. I don't know. No, if we're in the spoon, if I'm big spoon, and but I have my big spoon arm that's over her is also remote control, so I'm going through channels. It's if I need to lose the control, just like, it's like that sound of plastic on skull. Where it doesn't hurt them bad, but you're like, shit, I'm sorry. So it's like right there. It's like that inner eye socket nose thing. You just know it clipped him enough to go like, ooh, that noise was horrible.
Also,
I'm sorry.
If you catch a universal to the dome, you're catching a fucking heavy remote.
Dude, how great is it? Has Katie had embarrassing moments in front of you? Damn, that's fun. Just like a eat shit fall for no reason.
Here's the thing about me. I told her a story that I shouldn't have told her because now she sees it all the time. Where if I wouldn't have said anything, there's such small little things that she'd be like, probably. I explained to her that when I would stay at Mike McDaniel's house every weekend when I was in middle school, I was the only friend that wasn't allowed to leave the kitchen with food. I had to eat in the kitchen. I had my little pen.
Little bad boy.
Because I spilled. I was a spiller. I'd spill everywhere. And McDaniel's mom was like an interior designer, so their house was immaculate. It was like very nice. And I was just a big old goofball, and I'd just spill everything. I didn't fucking love it. One time I was sleeping on the floor of his room and I had a Dr. Pepper and I was trying to put on Saturday Night Live and we were fighting for the remote and he had half and I had half in my hand and then he let go and I hit the remote and the Pepsi just went glug, 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 the Dr. Pepper all over like the stuff and I was like, no, and he was like, look what you did, and I was like, dude, your mom. I had to learn how to wash their sheets while his mom and stepdad were sleeping. I went down to the basement and I was like, I gotta wash these sheets. I'm not getting in trouble for this. But I told Katie that. So when we were at the Super Bowl and we saw McDaniel and his mom met Katie, Katie was like, I heard Dan wasn't allowed to leave the kitchen. And Donna was like, he was so messy. I don't know what it was. And since then, she's always noticed when I spill stuff where she's like, gotta keep you in the kitchen. And so now, you know what I mean? Like the little stuff. But I had a moment where I bought pickles and I was like, hey, check out the pickles. And she's like, she was on the bed reading, and she's like, what are you doing? And I was like over the bed with the pickle jar, and I was like, you want a pickle? I fucking opened it, and pickle juice went all over the bed. I was like, just a big asshole. I was like, hey, you want a pickle? And she was like,
oh, you don't like garlic on your sheets?
She's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was just like, she's like, dude, go to the kitchen. Still not allowed to take food out of the kitchen, dude.
Buddy, it looks like when Christine eats, it looks in front of her. We're both eating the same food in the same place. There's just an area in front of me and in front of Christine. Me, maybe a thing here or there. 'Cause we're eating in a kitchen basically on like a ottoman table.
Yeah.
So I get it. Christine's, it looks like she was trying to eat tacos with a fork. I don't know what the fuck happens in front, but it's when you take the
you're like a kid with spaghetti where it's all red.
Buddy, I'm not wrong.
It's just Christine mashing her hands with the food along.
If you vacuum in front of us when dinner's over, in front of my space, it goes from hearing no noise like.
We have that where when we eat.
Some pieces I got to pick up by hand is how much he drops. Like it's like, remember the guy, was it Naked Gun when the guy's like, give a little something right here?
Yeah.
And he's like super tall and he touches it and like a full banana falls down. That's what I'm like, Christine, half your sandwich is down here.
We have the coffee table in the living room, so we'll like eat while we're watching TV, and there's a space. And Katie's always clean. She eats or whatever.
There's a mess.
Myrtle will fucking bird dog from where I was sitting.
Yeah.
She'll be like, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. She's like, this fucking idiot. This fucking idiot drops all food. And she's just fucking doing that side look under the table and grabbing it.
Christine's very excited to put down placemats that are see-through and completely spill through.
Okay. That does make sense. Usually the placemat's there to protect from the spill.
Yeah.
I think
she used to put a bunch of placemats down. Now she only puts down 2 for our plates, and then everything else, this saucy bowls, just go right on the leather. Doesn't care.
I would listen to a cooking podcast with you two called Saucy Bowls.
Saucy Bowls?
Yeah, Saucy Bowls with Jay and Christine.
Oh yeah, love Saucy Bowls.
Oh man, dude, we're already.
Show's flying. Jacob, you saying something?
I want to make omelets with Jacques Pepin.
Who doesn't?
Oh, who does not?
I'm very excited for our guest. Roy Wood Jr. is going to be here today, and he's fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah, got some fun stuff talking about too.
Yeah, we got a very fun topic that we're going to get. That's probably going to take the whole hour because you sent the article late last night. Jacob, did you read the article Jay sent?
You also just watch the trailer for the show.
Watch the trailer, but did you
read the article?
Yeah, were you blown away? I was in a cab, being like, "What the fuck?"
A lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
Lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, the world's a crazy place right now. Dan's single-handedly trying to destroy Peloton.
I am, dude. I will only do projects where they go against
Peloton.
Where they try to ruin Peloton.
It's stupid, and they ran out of bikes. Everyone, don't forget that they also ran out of bikes.
You know when you didn't do your homework, but you had to act like you did your homework
every night.
Billions is back Sundays at 9.
Shout out Billions.
Shout out Billions.
Shout out Billions.
I was watching the playoffs.
Oh, premiered this week?
Yeah. Last Sunday was the
first one.
Season 6 premiere. Didn't watch. And so everyone's like, "You're ruining Peloton." I'm like, right?
Am I though?
Well, I wasn't.
You're like, what'd I say?
Well, it was. Yeah, that's exactly it. Because I'm not in the episode, and when you're not in the episode, you don't get the script, so you don't know what happens. And I show up a couple times this season, but I'm not in a lot of the episodes, and you're kind of like, I don't know what happened.
Well, character had a heart attack, I guess, again. Or,
just like Sex and the City, they had a character, another heart attack on a Peloton.
Were they too deep in the game before the Sex and the City came out?
Sex and the City came out like a month ago, and they were wrapped on season 6 like 3 months ago.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder which one had that idea.
Well, we filmed 601.
Both a Peloton.
Yeah,
heart attack.
We filmed 601 April, or like they filmed it like May of 2021.
Yeah,
was when they filmed it.
Hey, SJP, balls in your court, bitch.
Bring it on. Shit? Where did Mr. Big fucking decide to have his heart attack on a Peloton?
Yeah, I'm gonna slap Matthew Broderick in the face when I see him.
Fucking pussy.
If you are a Peloton, you have to be pissed. You're like, both paid channels, both Showtime and HBO took out somebody,
and it had to be. It wasn't even an exercise bike. It's Peloton.
I would love to watch one of those. Do you think those obnoxious instructors see when people have heart attacks?
Oh my God.
We're going to push it. We're going to push it 42. I know you're feeling it, but I'm feeling it too. And here we go. Okay, God, someone help Randy.
Yeah, you go. Miss Sheila, you're being a little unresponsive right now.
Okay, I just hit you with my Lady Gaga mix, and you don't seem to be climbing hills. In fact, you're off your bike. Okay, yeah, no, her pulse is down.
All right, she fell off the frame. Someone's got to check on Miss Ruth.
Is anyone in Chattanooga? Any of you writers, can you stop by your house? What's up, Jacob?
Well, it does happen a lot. I've actually read stories about they're always dads in their 40s trying to get in shape, and they have heart attacks and die on treadmills.
Damn.
And bikes. But another observation I made, I think, is the international symbol for child abductors is the Ferris wheel. Look, if you're an asshole if you let your kid ride one, because they won't come around that last turn.
Oh, that's Jesus, that's dark.
That's when a series always happens, spawns from that.
Oh, a series.
I see that a lot.
Oh, they're like being like, I took my kid to a Ferris wheel, and then he never came around it. I've never heard that. That's dark, dude.
The Punisher.
Yeah, that is true.
So the Punisher happened. It's happened in a lot of shows. It's always a slow motion of the kid, not the Ferris wheel. I'm sorry, merry-go-round. The carousel.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's like a kiosk in a mall. It's just fucking pick your boy.
Dude, come in through. Yeah, get
carousel.
It's like a grab claw.
Yeah, pick your kid.
You can grab it. It's yours.
Pick your kid. It's great about that too. Is you get to call him out by the horses too. He goes, purple horse, right?
Yeah,
that's the one I got my eye on.
No, that's funny. Yeah.
Who are you thinking, blue horse?
Ferris wheel's even funnier because it's like picking your fish at a store. You're like, I want that one.
Well, it's also the idea is like the way you were saying Ferris wheel, Jacob. I was like, do the parents just give up? It's taking too long for them to come around, so they're like, someone else take this fucker. I'm not sitting here all night. Why does it keep stopping?
He's stuck
it stops every 2 times. Every 2 people, it stops.
I'm in carousel, and they always do that slow motion wave, smiling like they're never happier on the horse. They never come around that last turn.
Oh yeah, dude. Carousels is you can really get up in there and they let you get in the water and pull the fish off.
I'll tell you why Jake was bringing up carousels, and I got to tell you this: I don't know what kind of Molly they are doing on the show Euphoria, but a girl is so high on Molly and so out of her head that she just makes herself come riding the pole of a merry-go-round thing at a active carnival with hundreds, if not thousands of people walking around. And then everyone's like looking at her after she comes like, what was that about? I was like, you don't get that lost. It's a real misrepresentation of where drugs take you.
I watched Crank was on television, the Jason Statham movie.
Right.
The scene where he fucks Amy Smart
Keep his heart up. Yeah.
to keep his heart up in Chinatown is straight up rape until just at one point she goes, okay.
Yeah.
She keeps being like, no, stop doing this. He's like, you don't understand. If I don't keep my heart up, if I don't rape you, I'm going to die of a heart attack.
She's like, oh, then, oh, yeah,
cool.
well, yeah.
All right. Listen, it's called the Jason Statham rape. If you're going to rape a girl, tell her you got a heart that'll die out unless you can fin it. I had a bed that let me fuck her in Chinatown.
Because she believed my bullshit.
No, it's not rape if I've got a bad heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
Oh, no, let me stick it in you. Oh, I'm tired of it. Huh? No more heart attack.
That's funny. He goes, did you rape that girl? He goes, no, dude, I know you think, I used to have that crank thing.
Oh, when was that? 2007. No, I had a bad heart.
How did he live in Crank 2?
He got the solution. Or Crank 1, I watched
Crank 1, he hits the ground jumping out of a plane.
Yeah, he dies.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Well, no, he doesn't die. He blinks.
Crank 2.
No, but he also blinks.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, he hits the ground and like his eye blinks.
What's his name? Chris Chelios? His name's Chelios, I think. Shout out Chris Chelios, whose birthday it is. One of the greatest NHL defensemen of all time. One of the only reasons I know him is because of NHL 94. He was on Roenick's team.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, exactly. Blackhawks.
I know that whole Blackhawks team.
That's it. It's all used.
What do you want, a little Michel Goulet? Steve Larimer?
Because Roenick was the guy.
Roenick at center, and then you had Belfour in goal.
He went to
Steve
the Flyers
Smith and Chris
eventually,
Chelios.
but I think it was after the.
Yeah, he did. Yo, Roenick went after the Blackhawks. Yeah, he was still good, though.
On the Flyers?
He could still fucking. I only know hockey from NHL video games.
Me too. 93. NHL PA 93.
I had 94.
That's my
on
entire
Sega.
knowledge. Yeah, loved it.
God damn, it was a great game.
Hockey games are still super fun. You
Yeah.
just got to play against a person. It's not a good computer against.
I suck. I don't know anything about it.
Right. You got to play against somebody else who sucks at it. And it's fun as shit. Me and
Well, yeah, we
Fenoy-
played it at your house.
Dude, it's so fun.
When you were living, when Fenoy lived there.
So fun.
Damn, dude. All right, let's take a break. We got a guest. What's up, Jacob?
Amy Smart is Stargirl's mom. Little Stargirl trivia.
CW fun fact.
That's pretty fun.
That's it.
Well, what if I told you I had Stargirl's mom in the middle of Chinatown?
Amy Smart. She was the hot girl for a minute. And then remember that movie Butterfly Effect where she played 14 versions of herself
Yeah,
and some of them were all grizzed out
Nerd, hot,
junkies.
goth, meth. It was like
Yeah, it was
she had
all over the place.
She had all the flavors, dude.
Gadzooks.
I never recovered from Charlize Theron playing
Monster.
Charlize Warnos.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, someone said we should watch that documentary on Amazon. Apparently, it's really good.
Documentary.
About Monster Lady, Warnos.
Eileen Warnos.
It's a documentary. You know, the bad young girl from
Or maybe that's it.
the bad young girl from Cobra Kai plays her. They do these things. I guess they're like loosely based on the person. They make like a fictitious movie.
Like Law and Order.
They're called American Boogeyman or American Boogie Woman, and they do like a Ted Bundy one, and there's one for Eileen Warnos, and that girl plays. To let you know how loosely based on their lives is that girl already is lights out hotter than Eileen Warnos was in any phase of her life.
Yeah, man, she showed up at the end of Cobra Kai, and I was like, whoa, at the prom episode?
She's a beautiful girl, yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
But
Check that out.
yeah, it's totally cool.
Damn, dude.
I know, time flies.
Let's take a break.
Fun.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Roy Wood Jr. is going to be hanging out for the second hour. He's got a new special out on Comedy Central. You can check it on Paramount Plus, streaming.
Check it.
Perfect Messenger. And Roy's Job Fair on Comedy Central Radio. Sirius XM 95.
Or you listen on demand on the app.
Every
That's
Friday
fun now.
at 7 p.m. Let's talk to him about it.
Okay. It's the bonfire. This year, Valentine's gifts are as easy as a kiss. Thank you. Keep it simply soft, like your kisses. With new loungewear, pajamas, and underwear from Tommy John. When you and your favorite person are wearing Tommy John, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything better. Also, I like Christine to wear my Tommy John, so we can do it right through the pee holes.
Fun! That's very fun. You guys are a fun couple.
We really are. Tommy John loungewear makes you feel perfectly at ease every time you wear it. With soft tri-blend and micromodal fabrics with 4-way stretch, you'll feel the love all year long. And with over 17 million pairs sold, Tommy John's made couples across the country comfier than ever. Let them do the same for you and your Valentine. Plus, there's no risk. Every gift is backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear, or its free guarantee. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/bonfire. Go to TommyJohn.com/bonfire for 20% off. 20. TommyJohn.com/bonfire. See site for details.
We're all special, right? Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that. So they have several different mattress models to choose from. They got soft, medium, firm. Mattress great for cooling you down if you sleep hot, like me. They even got the Helix Plus mattress for the ladies with the big hands.
Yeah.
I put it there. See what I did there?
I did. Thank you.
It turned into a positive.
That's not what I would get. I'm a boy.
I took the Helix quiz, and I was matched with the sweet boy who needs to call his grandma more model. So if you're looking for a mattress, you need to take the quiz, order the mattress that you're matched to, and it comes right to your door with free shipping and contact-free delivery.
Still is Belle's prized possession. In fact, she's been gone in Florida for a while.
Missing it?
And specifically, I really miss my bed.
You don't ever need to know to go to a mattress store again. Helix Sleep was even awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired Magazine. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try your mattress out for 100 nights risk-free. Helix mattresses are shipped right to your door completely free, and they'll even pick it up if you don't love it, but you will.
You're gonna.
Helix.
Don't be contrary for no reason.
Don't get weird. Right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders. Get up to $200 off at HelixSleep.com/bonfire. HelixSleep.com/bonfire. Do it.
That's the sound of a sale on Shopify. The all-in-one commerce platform to start, run, and grow your business. Shopify gives entrepreneurs the resources once reserved for big business, so upstarts, startups, and established businesses alike can sell everywhere. DJ Lou, I think it's time for you to get back into the DJing game and step your game up from the DJ assistant game. Shopify is here for you. I think it's what they do. An established business alike can sell everywhere. Synchronize your online and in-person sales, and effortlessly stay informed. Shopify has the tools and resources that make it easy for any business to succeed. I have a hard time with that sentence.
You got it, though.
Any business to succeed. From down the street to around the globe. Reach customers online and across social networks with an ever-growing suite of channel integrations and apps, including Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, all the goodies, the biggies, and even more. Gain insights as you grow with detailed reporting of conversion rates, profit margins, and beyond. More than a store, Shopify grows with you. This is Possibility powered by Shopify. Dave, would this work for your selling off your used underwear business?
Yes. Not the ones with the stains, though.
Oh, no, that's more.
Still, I have to do that.
That's dark web stuff.
Yeah.
Go to Shopify.com/bonfire, all lowercase for some odd reason, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. Grow your business with Shopify today. Shopify.com/bonfire, all lowercase. Right now. Do not think about hitting the caps lock or shift button. Lowercase. Shopify.com/bonfire. That's Shopify.com/bonfire, all lowercase.
All lowercase.
It's Bonfire, everybody. Faction Talk Series 6M103, Big Jokers, Dan Soder. The whole crew is here. We're hanging out with our guest, everybody. He's here. His new Comedy Central special, Imperfect Messenger, is out now. And you can also listen right here on Sirius XM to his show, Roy's Job Fair. And that's on Comedy Central Radio every Friday at 7 p.m. East, 4 p.m. West. Or you can listen on demand on the Sirius XM app anytime. Everybody, it's the hilarious Roy Wood Jr., everyone.
Could have just told him to Google that shit.
Nah, we give him all the breakdowns. Or you can listen to it anytime on demand. Maybe at 2 p.m. when you think you have a light lunch.
Or stream a special on Paramount Plus. We want to give them every viable option.
Yeah, it goes good with even like a vegan meal would go good with it.
Stream it on Paramount Plus, and when it fades out where the commercials once were, you can stop and go do something.
That's so funny with that kind of edit where you're like, this is clearly built.
Why the fuck not just use the original long version of the fucking taping?
They use the TV edit?
No, not the TV edit. They just lifted the commercials out. So it's the proper 64 minutes. But why'd you leave the fade in where the commercials used to be?
That's crazy.
Well,
how lazy are you, motherfucker?
I mean, yeah, dude.
What do they do with the show? They take on Hulu, like when they take the commercials out of a show.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful and appreciative to have an opportunity to share my comedy after a long career, and I just appreciate
just
that.
what the fucking fades.
Welcome to Faction Talk 103, where we're freed from Channel 95 and there were fucking restrictions that they put on comedy. We want to fucking put Nikki Glaser at the front of the line. Guess what? She's making songs about Bob Saget. She barely knew it. We're all busting our ass.
Dude, that song wouldn't have been okay if they were the best of friends.
Man, so
Good to see you, boys.
Great seeing you.
I don't
See you
get
too,
out
man.
much anymore.
I know. I miss seeing you around.
I'm finally at the point in the pandemic where I trust being around comedians again.
Okay.
You know,
Enough damning
like-
articles came out in 2020 to stop you.
Not like that. No.
Well, honestly, it's probably the point of the pandemic where every comic who's going to get it's got it. They've already had it. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Like, we're all running around. This
I go
shit,
by
so-
tour schedules where I'm like, okay.
And my paranoia wasn't like the comics; it was giving it to the boy, and then my 5-year-old getting homeschooled for a month or some horse shit.
Yeah.
Did he start school during the pandemic?
Yes, started kindergarten
In the pandemic.
In the pandemic.
What was that? Homeschooling?
They were digital.
From the computer, right?
2020, he was still 4-year-old preschool. So they did and it's like trying to make a cat watch a fucking time.
Right, yeah. You can't line them up at all.
But kindergarten, they pretty much oscillated like a month on, a month remote, a month on. Like something would fuck up the house of cards and everyone would get sent home.
One wild kid just coming in and being like, my parents went to Florida and they kissed a lot of people.
Oh, and Howard Stern, they were talking about some lady called and she goes, I want a month hiatus from work. I'm a teacher. And some scuzz fucking bus driver lady just had it and gave it to every one of the kids on the bus. Just like,
Which is just the whole school.
Just
at
didn't
that
tell
point.
anybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a lot more comfortable being out.
All right.
It's good to fucking see you boys.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Last night I saw Jay at the Cellar and I left, and in our text thread he sent a New York Post article about Hugh Hefner. There's a new documentary out.
Series, 10 parts, I think.
10-part series.
He did that shit.
The Secrets of Playboy.
Whatever it is, he did it. They got 10 episodes.
Well, Roy, the one that I read...
That's too many episodes. By the way, that's too much smoke for there not to be a little dancing fire somewhere in
3
there.
episodes, maybe he mistreated a couple women.
Yeah.
10?
But listen, I've watched slam documentaries where I go, this person's just mad. Like, this ain't that big of a deal. I've seen those like those
10 though?
No, this is
R. Kelly was only 6.
Yeah, damn.
2 seasons though.
And
he got a second season though.
they picked him up. They're like, that wasn't all you did. And he goes, oh, no. I saved like the best stuff.
Yeah, he goes, I thought that was over. He goes, no.
Are you familiar with Imprisonment? That's season 2.
He goes, I mean, we wrapped it in case we didn't get picked up for a second season, but like we always had a little string hanging in case we get to pull a little more story out of this.
And this is fucking 10. And the claims of bestiality are the ones where I was like,
Okay, take it from the top. So what are we detailing over 10 episodes about you?
I watched the first 2 yesterday.
Okay.
So here's what I can give you on the first 2.
Look at you, celebrity influencer, getting the secret link, huh?
No, it's out.
Oh, okay.
2, I think 2 episodes are out, and that's it of the 10. So I watched them both. I fell asleep on the second one, actually. It was late, but I'm going to watch it tonight. It was so good. The first one was just sort of the history of it, and what's really great is watching these, girls who, by the way, they show their pictures. They were just gorgeous, so hot, amazing bodies, but they're 70 now.
That's really fun.
You know what I mean?
So they got that hot girl energy that's all worn down. They got former NFL player energy.
So it's just, but they're all...
Like, I'll tell you what it's like to be hot. It's a contact sport.
Oh.
You hit.
It does not go well. Yeah.
And they're bitter about hot girls now because they have, like, better equipment. Like the way the NFL players talk about the rules.
If I'd have had that fucking...
Terry Bradshaw would have 9 Super Bowls if they could hit him the way they can't hit Tom Brady. And, like, hot girls from the 60s were like, right, that was an appetizer to dinner.
No, well, that's the thing, is they're now coming out and being like, no, it was all, like, fucked up. And he introduced us to drugs and brought us into this world.
I saw one of those quotes.
And tried to make it like, this isn't weird. Like, what? You come up and we watch... First of all, here's a weird... Maybe I'm wrong about this. I have never thought putting on porno would stir things up to get things going fucking a girl. Never. I've had a girl ask us to watch porno before, and I thought that was kind of weird in its own right. But to go into a room, it's like, come on, girls, and he brings 7 girls into a room with porno playing on a movie screen. I'm just like, I can't sink in to being not funny enough to let that unfold. Like, I'm making jokes about everything the whole time.
How rich was he at the time? He had to have a little bit of baller bread because that's a baller move.
Oh, this is all.
How did he make his money?
Yeah,
all publishing?
I think it was the magazine stuff. Yeah, they don't even really get into that too much, other than saying like he started this magazine and it took off.
Because that's always
the first episode was Marilyn Monroe.
But here's the
that's
thing:
the biggest
we've done 7 Batman movies where you find out his parents were killed at the opera. We have zero information about how Hugh Hefner got his money.
I bet it's
always
to Google away from finding out that
because you have to have a lot of money if you're going to be like, hey, 7 of you guys come in my bedroom. Let me put on this old Deep Throat.
By the time it got to that, like weird, like these are my 7 girlfriends horse shit, though, he was old, and it was weird for them. When he was like a younger, I guess, hip at the time guy, I think he just fucked a ton. But they're all saying like this guy was into some weird shit.
So then, is he creep that slowly just morphed into, oh yeah, I'll fuck the old guy for a little acclaim and fame, into something less creepy and more consensual, like? How much of it was criminally creep versus just odd? Because I feel like the older Hugh Hefner got, the more it was just odd.
It's almost like
he's a 25-year-old with an 80-year-old. That's just odd.
And it's also, he's sexually tasted everything to taste. So he's kind of in this weird thing where he's like, I'm going to fuck that fish.
It's also
he's like Troy McClure.
It's also the problem with Playboy in general, and it's the same problem with Maxim magazine, the same problem with fucking Hooters or Twin Peaks or those fucking like restaurants. Yeah. It's for a really buttoned up person to think they're being like naughty, and Playboy really pitched that was kind of the thing. It was like, oh, it's just a little taste, but they're saying no.
Look at their little bunny tails.
They're saying when they got away from the fucking like great articles and beautiful women and tasteful poses, it was like a real gross fuckfest thing.
Okay, so he starts Tasteful magazine with $600, builds it into a $100 million empire, and because the magazine had big celebrity centerfolds and interviews, you could throw a party or two around that issue, and maybe that's how you build your social cachet.
Sure.
And so that brings people who want to be next to stardom,
who also want to do things extra,
ding ding ding,
to be stars.
So now you're the fucking man.
Yeah, and you got women that are willing to be one of 7 girlfriends,
who will then put up with, I'll take a Quaalude. Yeah, they're porn on. That's
one of them,
weird, but
Holly
Quaalude, big thing.
Yeah, Holly.
Yeah,
Holly Madison was saying that they would have orgies and he wouldn't use condoms.
Yeah,
he would like refuse to wear condoms.
But here's the thing,
which you kind of have to know is going to come with the territory.
Here's what I'm surprised at. Have you been in enough like Hollywood stuff, Roy, or parties even, or in the LA scene? What I'm always blown away by, and we've talked about this in the show before, but the Playboy Mansion's a great example of it. People who have such belief in themselves because of their celebrity or money or power that they're not. If I was a multimillionaire, I wouldn't think 2 Playboy girls, if I walked up to them and put my arms around their like hips, both of them, was like, girls, why don't we go to the other room and talk? I think they would be like, yuck. Do you know what I mean? Like, and these guys have the confidence to be like, what? And then they can't believe it's weird. He goes, oh, what, that oil tycoon who's got like a bullfrog face? Like, yeah, he couldn't believe that girl was upset that she had to suck his dick. He couldn't even believe it. He goes, what? That girl said she wanted to suck my dick. And you believe that? You're a criminal.
Is he a creepy sex hound? Like, is that again back to the 10 episodes?
They're saying that he just basically was wild and just partied and did, had the woman do drugs.
Okay, so he was grooming.
Yes.
I'm sure that word is used. There it is, right
there. There it is. He groomed me and twisted my mind.
You're thinking his way was normal. Okay, so the motherfucker was a creep and was like being shady to these chicks, and then also fostering an environment where surely I had a joke about this. It just never worked, but Cosby couldn't have been the only one plotting on motherfuckers at his parties.
No.
Who else was there? That's the thing that's never discussed. Who else was at these fucking parties?
That's always a point I like to make, because Osama bin Laden wanted to take down the towers, but he wasn't a problem until the second guy was like, that's a good idea, and I'm going to help you with it.
Who backed him up?
Cosby had a guy that's like, fuck yeah, I'll help you pop
Well, play the trailer, because in the, at least, I don't know if it's in the trailer.
It's in the article that it was like Cosby was around.
But I'm saying, not only is he like around in the opening of the show, which if it's not in the trailer, no, no, it shows him playing tennis at the mansion, and I forget the line, but he says something to the camera and gives a little like the eyebrow thing. He goes, It's like very like they make it salacious on purpose. Oh, sure. It's funny.
So it's the trailer for the new Hugh Hefner miniseries.
Secrets of Playboy.
it's called.
Oh, that's a
I
disappointment.
got to a point not too far into my time there. I think I was only like 6 months in, where I kind of broke under that pressure and being made to feel like I needed to look exactly like everybody else. My hair was really long naturally, and I was just like, I'm gonna go chop my hair off so I can at least look a little different. I came back with short hair, and he flipped out on me, and he was screaming at me and said it made me look old, hard, and cheap.
That's funny though. You don't think about that. He's got that old
When he's a
timey.
dick, yeah.
No, he's got old timey verbal abuse for women. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, you look rinky tinky. You look like a little bit of a
You lost your moxie.
No, look at that. You look like a boardwalk slut. What are you doing over here? You're a damn skank. You're a damn scamp.
Yeah. You're a dime store lady of the evening, y'all.
You look like you chew bubblegum with your lips. I don't even know what that fucking means, dude. Yeah.
Keep going. Give me more of this.
Dude, look at his glasses. That's a
Yeah, what is he, fucking Pitch Black? Vin Diesel on Pitch Black?
There's a lot of Playboy bunnies around.
I remember when she cut her hair, he was very unhappy about it. Yeah, his world.
Hef would be pretty abrasive in the way he said things to Holly. She came down with red lipstick one time and he like flipped out and said he hated red lipstick on girls, didn't need to take it off right away. Even though other people could wear red lipstick and it didn't seem to bother him. It was very frustrating to live with every day, all of the drama that was going on and the tensions. I could definitely see that she was getting depressed.
Here's the problem.
sad.
It was very difficult to live with the tension. Like, they're not the girls in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They're not chained to a thing. Like, if you were like, yeah, this actually sucks, I'm sure you could have left at any time. Sign an NDA
But
and leave.
Roy has brought up a good point that this kind of environment really puts people that want to be famous into it. So she's like, probably in her head.
Closest you'll be to celebrity.
Yeah. And she's
It's your test. Like, maybe if I get through it, I'll bounce to something else.
Exactly.
But
if I stick it through, I can fucking be
This
famous.
is you opening for that shitty fucking headliner 20 years ago. Fucking
right.
paid you $40.
This one I was sleeping on my friend Johnny Bluntman's couch in Tucson because I wanted to feature for T.C. Hatter and Marcy Ann. He's a small, silent clown, and his wife played the piccolo the entire time.
The effort I put in and the place I had to stay to open for Raymond the Amish comic.
You're right, Roy. This is her being like, come on, just fucking do it. It's 2 more shows, and then you're home.
it, and you'll be fucking.
I'll do Thanksgiving weekend. I know there's no press, but just
Yeah. That's her being like, I'll suck your balls, Hef. I know no one's touched him since the 80s.
I get it, but it's unfortunate. Keep going. Let me see.
What's the thing someone asked? Like, how much is this documentary going to be real or regret revenge? Like, why did I do that to
turn
myself?
into
It's like, exactly. It's like, well, I was one of his stupid 7 girlfriends, and I never even got a movie role. This sucks. Fuck you, Hefner.
Yeah, he ran game. He was a creep and liked to fuck weird and raw dogged at peak AIDS.
Peak AIDS, raw dog, and then also fucked animals, apparently.
He goes, it's just for the gays. Everyone put on pajamas.
Everyone, I'm going to take off my robe slowly.
Yeah, he's a wild boy and disrespectful as fuck, and probably had the women under his control based on money and self-esteem. You know, like, I think there's something to that.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Well, he knew how to pick him, for sure. And also, the thing is, I also don't like a guy. I feel uncomfortable if I had to perform in sweatpants on a gig. And this guy went to his biggest parties in pajamas. And just liver spotty and as gross as all hell. And just the confidence to be like, yeah, of course these 7 girls want to juggle my balls. Like, why would they not want to do that?
The amount of girls that are rejected from the Playboy world is even crazy. I mean, he has, being a playmate, girls aspire to it. Like, this girl Holly said that she would look up to, like, Anna Nicole Smith and Pamela Anderson, and all those girls started as playmates. So you have, girls in LA, I had friends that they like got into the Playboy party, and it was like you would have to send a picture and stuff just to be let into the building. So you have the top tier women just with.
Well, that was that Holly girl. So that girl Holly said, or is it her? They were like, "Yo, you can't be a playmate.
You're not photogenic.
Yeah, but you could be Hef's girlfriend." Like, that was a choice.
Same thing with Bridget. She couldn't be. So you can. I had a friend Bonnie. She never got into the magazine, but she was accepted to all the parties. So she would get dressed up and go to all the parties.
So that's why they don't leave.
Yeah, because they're like, this is my only way in.
Christine's like, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm going to a Midsummer Night's Eve party. I'm dressed like a forest nymph."
Yeah, I have to wear
crazy costumes.
I have to wear these fairy wings on a bus.
Hey, would you mind airbrushing my tits? I can't get them in the mirror.
Also, at what point in Hugh's age did Hugh Hefner go from wearing pajamas is sexy to necessary. Was it like around 85? They're like, honestly, this thing he was way ahead of his time.
You ever try to put a colostomy bag in jeans? It's too tight.
Denim will pop it.
Nah, I never got invited to shit like this in LA. Like, I think motherfuckers could smell the goody two shoes on me.
Or just the fact that you're not down to play their fucking
But
game.
no, just like scene party at all? Like
no,
just...
there was one. There's one black comic. I'll tell you off air because I know he's not about that life anymore. So I don't want the streets to twist and shit.
Yeah.
But I know he used to fucking like get down at his house, and I knew a lot of the comedians that would go to those parties. But for me, the problem for me is that the first 4 years I was doing stand up, I was on probation. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, I stole credit cards in college when I was 19. So like, that was my hustle.
We were talking about stealing on Thursday, and we talked about it on Thursday's episode, and that's big time,
bro. I was doing it in '98. This is pre-chips and all of that shit.
Yeah, they couldn't get you on the internet.
It's all numbers, dude. You're all numbers.
Mail cards pre-activated. There wasn't even a number to call to turn your card on. That bitch was hot out the envelope, and I knew it. And I had a fucking mail sorting job. Bitch, you may as well have been mailing cash.
Really? Were you just like, oh,
the second you swipe, it's working.
They're like, look at this Phoenix Coyotes MasterCard that is mine.
So that being on probation, I had to stay straight and narrow to stay on the road.
Sure. Because
you can't be in the room with bullshit. You can't piss dirty. You can, like if I'm adjacent to bullshit, I go to jail. So that established just a habit of just not being around shit like that.
So people aren't going to call you because they're like, Roy can't come over. He's on probation.
Because I look at this Hugh Hefner footage and I just go, there's 8 felonies in that. Like I can walk in a room and just see the felonies.
What did you see? The blue pen on the counter was actually over a contract that was
Equalizer. It's Denzel in the Equalizer when the room slows down and I can just see all this shit. I see that's 2 years over there, 4 years right there, and it's fucking plea deal right there.
Yeah.
So
I fucking
pile of drugs, prostitution, think that's a child. Pretty sure that's a kid.
So I just, even if I had opportunities to go to some shit like that, I wouldn't have fucking gone.
Well, it's funny. I was saying, like, when I would have wanted to go, there was no chance I ever would have been able to go. And as I get older and you're like, oh, you can go to something like that? Like, I'd be going to, like, roll my eyes at it all. Because the things that I would have been, it seemed so great about it, like, I wouldn't care enough. They were like, look at that. Oh, a naked, beautiful girl swinging on a vine swing. You're like, okay. I mean, it's like a strip club, basically, at someone's house.
The closest I've ever been to being on the scene, Michael Che invited me to a fucking SNL rap party.
Yeah, I've never.
And it was one of the it was the Chappelle night.
Yeah.
Chappelle. So and I ended up leaving that early at like 1 a.m., which I consider late.
That is late.
And then you see the article in the Post at 4 a.m. Dave Chappelle invited every Hall of Fame black musician. Everybody performed that night.
So funny.
And I had already left. That's the type of motherfucker I am. I'm just not going to stay till
guys. Roy went home and went to sleep. Get Prince out the back. He's not dead. Yeah, he just showed up.
Literally, that's what happened. I woke up the next morning
and brought him back, Roy. I brought the spirit of Prince.
Oh, was that the party when Kanye went? Kanye came?
No, that was a different night at the stand.
But yeah, that's like the scene stuff. One time I got invited to an after party of like Oddball, and it was like with all those famous people, and it was like they rented a private room, and I went, and it was for 15 minutes. I ate a burger, and I was like, this kind of sucks. I want to go home and play PlayStation.
No, I'm bad at it. Yeah, I went to Che's birthday party, even it was like a nice Soho Grand or something.
All right, we did it. Che doesn't invite me to shit.
It was just such a scene. That was one of those. He didn't like call me to come. That was one of those everyone's go.
Just crash. Yeah.
And so I went, and I was like, I got talked into go. We had already went home after comedy club spots, and they were go, but it's not even starting until after SNL and everything. And I was like, oh. And then I was just awake enough. They were like, let's go at least check it out. So we and Christine, we went over there and like,
and Shane.
Shane Gillis with us. And I was like, I got 45 minutes, man. I'll do a round. I'll have a drink, but I'm like, I don't know what to do. It's like there's nothing to do.
Sometimes
dance.
Yeah, but sometimes you get calls like a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years. It was when Pete was dating Ariana Grande, and he called me. He's like, "How to see you from? Let's hang out." And I was like, "I'm in town on this Thursday, And then Friday and Saturday I got gigs, and he was like, come and hang out in the afternoon. It'll be me and you. We'll catch up. Thinking I'm going to go hang out with Pete. And then he calls me. He's like, hey, actually, you got to meet me at this place in downtown Brooklyn. I'm supposed to play 2K with Lil Wayne. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to. I'm not going to that. I'm not going to go hang out at that. The phone call makes me feel out of place. Yeah, like Lil Wayne's going to be like,
Hey, I don't like that big white guy. Who's he standing there?
Right now.
I don't like that big old gangly white guy.
That's a pretty good Weezy. You need to put that on stage.
I don't know, man. Little Weezy, uncomfortable with the big-headed white guy.
Yeah, I don't know what you do, man. I don't know what you do at a party.
You show up and you go, I want to fuck.
If a pajamaed old man came down the stairs with 8 chicks on his arm, and every other woman in the room wants to be one of the women on his arm,
yeah,
you're not pulling nobody at these parties.
Because if you do, she's going to think Hugh is seeing you fuck her, and she's blowing her chance.
Right. Also, I've seen. I think you have to see like the dark side, like of it. I guess like one on a much smaller level. When I used to drive strippers and escorts to parties. Driving them home, you see the dark side of that fucking world. Dennis Hoff, who's dead, the guy who ran Bunny Ranch, he used to come to the cellar all the time. And I remember the people were like, "Oh man, Dennis Hoff," dude. And I could see right away. I'm like, these 2 girls with him that he says are both his girlfriends. You're like, they ain't into this. And then I became friends with the one. Bunny Love was her name on the show and everything. But I became friends with her when she came to my shows out in like California a bunch, and just talking to her, and it was just kind of like, yeah, well, it was like the way to like. You could charge the most of the thing, and like, but it's like no one's like, oh, this guy rules. They're like, yeah, he's an old fat guy who like we have to fuck him if we want to work in his place. But it's the whorehouse. So if you're gonna go fuck for money, it's like the place to be. So you gotta like deal with that. I saw the guy who owned the strip club over by Caroline's. I told him I was younger, and he knew me when he walked in. He was like, "You see the new girl yet?" And he had her come over, and he was like, "Look at this ad." And he's like, grabbed her ass cheek, like spread it, and I'm like, "All right, dude." It just seems like. And by the way, she's like shaking it while he's doing it. But I go, in 8 years, miss, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck did I do with my life?"
Yes.
And I don't want to be the guy who was there going like, "Yeah, dude, dig it."
How nervous are people that they're going to be in the background in these photos? Special.
Oh my god, dude, that Hugh Hefner, this 10-part documentary series. There's a couple actors that were like, "Fuck, I did some blow in '92 and got my dick sucked in the grotto." You don't think that's going to be in there, do you?
Can you see if you can
Scott Baio is like, I took down a lot of pussy on that fucking backyard. I might be fucking in trouble.
Keep playing this, but yes, but see if you can find also the actual intro of the show when they show Bill Cosby. That's the wildest one to me. Just the way they just show it. It's like it's such a very good like way of like getting people to watch.
It's also where they do the negative of a picture so it looks creepy. Where like, the eyes are hollow, like, and then him smiling, and you can make anything look evil.
Is it 30 seconds left? Give me the rest of this.
And her demeanor was starting to change. I remember there were times, probably within the first couple years I lived there, when I felt like I was just in this cycle of gross things, and I didn't know what to do. Secrets of Playboy.
Oh, that was not that good of a trailer, because honestly, I'm a little intrigued. But when you would see those pictures with Hugh and his wings of ladies, looked at the outside. I was looking at 7 and 8. I'm like, can you get picked off? Pick off one of the ones on the outside.
What's funny about that was when he had the 3, he was able to make them all like names in their own right. When he had the 7, when he shows them the 7, I go, I don't know who all of them except that Holly girl are. I don't know any of them, and they never went on to any.
You know what it was? It's like watching one of those young comedians of comedy on HBO specials where you're like, oh my god, look at that Dave Attell. Yeah, like 2 people, and you're like, I don't even know who that guy is. Who's Ron Nelson? It's just like a guy who's like, hey, I'm a young comic.
What does this accomplish? I think it accomplishes if you're a woman that's like the 8th girlfriend of some guy right now. Hopefully you'll look at yourself in the mirror and go, all right, what the fuck am I? So you can change your fucking path.
Yeah, or you're super into the role and this is your last dance.
That's not going to kill Playboy magazine.
Is Playboy magazine even
it's already dead?
Print is dead.
They picked up now Cardi B is like the artistic director for Playboy now.
Which is that's a death whale. That's like them being
desperation move.
That's like them
who's
being
popular.
Who can bring in numbers? You see comedy clubs do that all the time when they book YouTubers and shit. They're like, we need money.
Yeah.
What was the award show they had her host? And like while she's like, I get that she's like charming and it's like kind of funny, but like it also makes her. It's like, did you just have a 11-year-old child host this show? I was like, she so has no idea. You know what I mean? She goes, oh, and she's like trying to read the thing, and she doesn't know where she's supposed to stand. And she's all over the place.
That's the thing about this current time we're in right now. Everybody wants to be cool, and no one wants to do the actual work. So that's why I say when you watch that Miley Cyrus, Pete Davidson New Year's, they didn't have the guy that's like, and in 10 minutes, we're going to throw it out to Miley and Pete to count. They didn't have the nerd. They didn't have the guy that's like, I'll do the paperwork. It was just Miley and Pete. So it's a minute left, and they're like,
what now?
I don't know. They're like looking around, and they're like, where's Miley? And they're like, everyone can't be cool. You need someone there to be like, and this is what's going to... Exactly. Yeah. Like, we're going to come back from the break, and we're going to be here with little baby. And then... Oh, is this the beginning of it?
I think it might be.
This is one that I'm gonna watch it, but I almost
look at Bill Cosby. Just
do you think this is a hit job?
No, no.
Do you think
it's too many women for it to just
10 pieces, dude?
It's too many women for this just to be. This is just your experience being blown out of proportion. Like nah. It's waves and waves of women going, yeah, the shit was weird.
It was crazy. I took Quaaludes and I woke up next to a German Shepherd.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe look into this guy. This guy, you know, the guy that wore the robe all the time, he was a problem. That's funny to get to that point. But where you're like, the guy in bed pajamas was a problem, and because you walk in the room, walk in the room the first time, you go, well, why is that guy in pajamas?
Well, it's like hearing the Michael Jackson stuff. You're like, oh yeah, why don't we ever think that on our own?
Do you ever? Here's a terrible question. When you hear the word bestiality thrown around, and you go, yeah, so and so fucked an animal.
Sure.
Is your next thought the gender of the animal? Or is it just gross? Is it gross full stop? Or do you go a step further?
Now, see, I would say
more like bestiality gay.
Yeah, I would say bestiality. I look different because, you know, if it's a male dog and a guy having sex with a male dog, I think that's a bonding exercise, like the old Spartans. That dog becomes tied to you, you know. But if it's a female dog and you're a man fucking it, that's gross. You're fucking it for love. You know? Yeah. Not homophobic for bestiality. God, expand your mind.
Oh yeah, go to the intro.
This is the intro?
Not the, you know what I mean? Like
it'd be funny if the first one was
black and white.
We're going to show you Hugh naked. And she goes, oh God, I don't want to go back there.
Just jump to 10 seconds.
I always feel like they should score these kind of documentaries like Vietnam with like a lot of credence. It's a lot of like war music.
Some folks were born red, red flag. Come on down the Green River.
Here we go. Right here. This is the intro of the show.
Vroom vroom. I'm off to my pussy palace.
I believe that have pulled one over on the whole world.
I just wanted to fuck dogs. That was my whole plan, to fuck dogs in front of beautiful women and not have them laugh.
I wouldn't have thought he was I wouldn't have assumed he was a normal, not piece of shit before any of this. So if I met him, I go, oh, I bet he's just like a...
You need a lot.
I said with guys, again, with people trying to explain away extraordinary behavior like it's not... If you acknowledge it's weird, I think you're less weird. Yeah. Because you go, yeah, no, I'm into this like pretty wacky shit. And then you go, oh, at least you understand it's wacky.
Yeah.
And then you go, what? You can't fuck a dog? I thought this was America.
Yeah, motherfucker was creep mode, and then a byproduct of it was the sexual liberation at a time where that was considered rebellious behavior.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna show my nipple. I didn't shave my cooch.
But it's also almost like right now with comedy, where like comedy's so popular that you get people that are using comedy to talk shit or whatever, and be like, I was just doing comedy, and you're like, no, you weren't trying to be funny.
Go play. I'm so excited for this Bill Cosby.
I could name one.
Speakers is hilarious. Posers.
Did not allow for the consent of the women.
When it came to Hefner's buddies, you had to keep those secrets quiet.
What have you got for free?
When you just found that.
Jesus. Jesus. William Cosby.
Dr. William H. Cosby.
William, what are you...
This is also why I don't hang out with a lot of motherfuckers, because you don't know who got that funk on them.
Dude, God damn it.
You don't know.
You really
Especially
don't.
old timers.
God damn, I found out some... When you find shit
old Hollywood?
When you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Do you know what it is? Jay and I just went through it with our two favorite musicians.
Absolutely.
He's a big Marilyn Manson fan, and all the charges about abuse of Marilyn Manson are coming out. I'm a big Queens of the Stone Age Josh Homme fan. His shit's blown up with his family and his kids.
I told you how worse the Marilyn Manson thing go, right?
Yeah, well, it's a 2-part documentary coming out on HBO.
I mean, it's crazy.
Josh Homme's got his kids filing restraining orders against him, and you're just kind of like,
Hey, you're my guy.
yeah?
Oh, shit.
You're my guy. Ah, shit.
But yeah, I mean, having famous friends, you're going to come out and be like, you had fucking weird camel sex parties.
Yeah, even the young comics, like, I ask around. Hey man, work with you, man. Fucking come on the road. Like, I don't even care if you're funny no more. Like, I ask like 5 women because the women in comics will tell you. They'll tell you. They won't go into specifics. They won't tell you who, but they'll give you enough to make a value judgment.
What's also crazy about that is when male comics, we are much worse at finding out who's skeevy. We have no idea. So they'll tell you a guy that, like, that guy's skeevy. Like a female comic will tell you that, and you're like, what?
It's always people. It's said, like, that's why the Bill Cosby has been said 1,000 times. But like, it's the Bill Cosby thing. It was the most judgmental. Why does it have to be that way? Why can't you just be clean and blah blah, and not curse and all this? And it's just doing the dirtiest, grimiest shit.
Yeah,
always. It's the loudest person. You're like, what do you do? That's why I said all those people that are like the woke people that come after comedy. It's like, what have you done?
Mm-hmm.
The people that are like, you're a racist, like because of that joke. Lady, what have you done in your life? Like, did you petition to have black people removed from your apartment building or something? What are you making up for here?
I don't remember who the woman was. There was a woman that just out of nowhere, after Shane had been fired from SNL, this woman on Twitter was just like, you guys remember when that racist guy got SNL and then got fired and just like sent it? And then someone sent it to Shane and he retweeted it, right?
Yeah.
Well, you retweet that and someone's like, well, what's your Twitter about? And they found like 20 crazy racist tweets that she had from like 2011.
Nice.
And she ends up losing her job. And it's like, you went and picked a fight.
It makes me feel so good.
And then you fucking got fired because you're an idiot.
Clean up your shit.
Well, how about the Chappelle thing with the Netflix? The Netflix protest, and the girl that was like the one leading the charge had a thing. She's like, you know what? I'm about to kill all Asians.
Yeah,
she had some funk on her.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you don't. This shit, man. You just don't know who the fuck is doing what, man. Because I can tell you right now, like male comics, they're not just bragging about creep shit.
No,
to other male comics.
No, they have it hidden like fucking secret identities for superheroes.
Yeah,
so like I can't tell you. I'm definitely.
But if you ask the fucking, especially black women comics, fucking ask black women comics. Should I keep working with him? No.
Oh, who the creeps are?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's great. Just call up Yamanika or Chloe Hilliard and be like, hey,
I bet you them two got a fucking spreadsheet,
a Rolodex.
They could send you.
Oh, what's her Amanda Seals? I bet's got a fucking.
Yeah, I bet you because they just all talk, man. So that's like my.
That's a good way to go.
That's how, like, if it's someone new that I don't know much about, or hey, you should consider him for a writer, or Daily Show's a perfect example. Oh, bitch, so and so's thinking about. Hey, man, I'm thinking about sending a packet to the Daily Show. Do you know who I should? I'm like, yeah, I'll be right back. Hey, Yamanika,
what's going on with this
guy?
guy?
Run a couple names by you.
Dude, that's so funny. You're like a progressive Charlie's Angels, where you're actually doing good work by calling up your angels.
I just need to know what the fuck is going on, and then we can decide what and all of that shit.
It's also I find out a guy's like really nice and you get along with him, and then someone's like, he actually fucked me and my sister asleep.
Like to sleep?
To sleep? Okay. She goes, no, while we were asleep. Goes, no. Okay, that's wrong. We got to wrap.
We got to get out of here?
I mean, I don't know if we can come back at this point.
We got to do reads, right?
Listen, Roy, thank you very much for coming by. We understand you're on Comedy Central Radio. We know that they didn't want you to come by here. Make sure you check out Roy's show.
I care about that shit, man. I'm happy to be here with you boys.
Man. Roy's Job Fair on Comedy Central Radio every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
It's a podcast, too. Just download it.
So go download it or listen to it on the SiriusXM app. And check out his brand new special on Comedy Central, Imperfect Messenger, out now, streaming on Paramount+. Big J is going to be in Milwaukee Thursday through Saturday. And then Addison Improv, Caroline's. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets.
Dan Soda, Rochester. Comedy at the Carlson, February 3rd to the 5th. Acme Comedy Club, February 17th to the 19th. And Good Nights, North Carolina, 24th to the 26th. Tickets and tour dates, of course, at dansoda.com. Check out the Bonfire merch, Check out the podcast, wherever you get podcasts.
We'll see you tomorrow.
And we'll catch you tomorrow.
Toodaloo. I hate Steven Singer. That's what every jeweler in America is saying because they can't keep up with Steven Singer. This guy, back at it again.
Just dipped roses, man.
He makes getting the perfect gift for Valentine's Day so easy with his brand new rose color Emerald City. Picture it, a real rose dipped and trimmed in pure 24-karat gold with sparkling deep green petals. This magical Emerald City rose will take her breath away this Valentine's Day as she opens that beautiful gift box to reveal a real rose encased in brilliant 24K gold against stunning deep green petals. Her friends will be green with envy.
Get it?
Yeah. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com and get your Steven Singer Emerald City Green 24 karat gold dip rose. Get yours before they're gone. Exclusive and only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. It's the #1 gift this Valentine's Day.
Green with envy. I just got it.
Steven's famous gold dip roses start at just $59 and all come with a lifetime guarantee. Fast free shipping to arrive in time for Valentine's Day. Real jewelers, real roses for your real love. Steven Singer Jewelers. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
Green with envy. Hey, we're all special, right?
Absolutely, every single one of us.
Everyone's unique, and
Yep.
Helix knows that, so they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling you down if you sleep hot, which I've been doing lately. Am I having flashes?
Maybe
And
it's menopause.
But unfortunately, they wouldn't give me that one. They gave me the Helix Plus mattress for plus-size folks. That's right, dude. Steel enforced. I took the quiz, and that's what they gave me. Now you take the quiz, and you order the mattress that you're matched to, and it comes shipped right to your door with free shipping and contact-free delivery. You never have to go to a mattress store again. Helix Sleep was even awarded the #1 best overall mattress pick of 2020 by GQ and Wired magazine. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try your mattress out 100 nights risk-free. That's so gross. It's the grossest guarantee in all of retail, I believe.
True.
But they'll take it back. Whatever stains you put on it after 100 nights. No risk. Helix mattresses are shipped right to your door completely free, and they'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you're going to. Right now, Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders. Get up to $200 off at helixsleep.com/bonfire. That's helixsleep.com/bonfire.
This message is brought to you by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You know, mental health, no, you need to get crazy about it. See, that's fun wordplay. All right, guys. No, but once you notice you feel a little bit off or relationships are suffering, it could be a sign to talk to somebody.
It's too late for you.
BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It's professional therapy done securely online. Fill out a questionnaire to help BetterHelp assess your needs and match with your professional licensed therapist. Start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Schedule secure weekly video, phone, or even live chat appointments. Therapists have a broad range of expertise that may not be locally available in your area. Log into your account anytime to send a message to your therapist. BetterHelp is committed to great matches, so it's easy and free to change the therapists if you need it.
Big deal.
Big deal. It's more convenient, more affordable than in-person therapy, and our financial aid is available. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/crackle. That's betterhelp.com/ It's more convenient, more affordable than in-person therapy, and our financial aid is available. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/crackle. That's betterhelp.com/